Welcome.
Hello.
Community Ketchup.
Greetings, everybody.
Hello.
Hard to believe it's been a fortnight already.
Everybody said that. They're like, it's again? Didn't we just do this?
And I'm here again.
And you are.
I can't stay away. I
It
can't
did seem
stay away.
like just the other night that you were pouring cranch into my mouth.
Oh, let's not relive that
the good
memory
old
at
French
all.
days. Welcome everybody to Community Ketchup, the live stream where we go over the tags that you send us every fortnight on all the awesome things in the makersphere, and we editorialize it a bit. We share it with you so that you don't necessarily have to be glued to social media, even though you probably are anyway.
Probably.
Right. So I am Pooch, also known as Repcord on all the things.
I am Heather, DD Header on all the things.
And also the 3D Pink
And 3D Pink Mafia. Sorry.
Dawn of the 3D Pink Mafia.
Travis, Pyro Design.
That's
Oh.
us.
I know that guy.
Some people know me, I don't know.
I know. I
Not
wonder.
anymore.
The people who watch hopefully know us. Well, actually, I hope there's people that don't know us.
Yeah. There's some noobs.
There's
Yeah.
a few.
Yeah.
We get a few news every day. I've seen a lot of familiar faces in the chat. Welcome everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. We've got an awesome show tonight. I'm really excited about our guest tonight. A lot of you guys have seen him. He's very prolific on Twitter. Jason Preuss, Pattern to Print, is going to be with us in just a little bit, and we're going to talk about all the awesome stuff he's been up to.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that it? Is that all we're doing?
Is that it?
You're
Is that not enough? Are you not
hold on.
entertained?
I was resaving. Okay, I could just say it. I put the thing.
Just
I
say it.
put the thing in the thing. That sounds not appropriate.
Everybody, the thing is in the thing.
The
if
thing
you
is
were
in the
wondering.
thing. In
Whatever-
case you were wondering.
What
No,
are you
I put
talking
the
about?
doc in the description.
Oh, that's what you were doing.
Words. I can't. I don't have any.
So, for anybody that's new that doesn't know what she's talking about, we have a Word doc, a Google doc that we share
It's been a
that
long
has
day.
all the links and tags that have been sent to us, so that if at any point later on this week and you're like, oh, I really want to go back and see what was that all about, we have it all for you there.
Or you can follow along if you want and click on the links.
Holy crap! What's
Maybe I can
happening?
step
What?
down.
I
What?
don't know. The set's falling apart. That was...
Hey, remember the time the thing fell off the TV on you?
Oh yes,
And I almost died? Yeah. It's like sharp metal guillotines.
Holy macaroni.
How far
okay.
we've come since then, right?
Great.
That it's not
Yeah.
falling on you?
Yeah, well, there's a reason we still don't have anything around the bezel. It's just not safe. It's just not safe.
It's just not safe. Okay.
You guys have any announcements? Anything
No,
before we just
have
dive in?
nothing.
Nothing to announce?
I have no idea. What's going on? IRF is in 52 days.
52 days till IRF.
52
I'm
days
excited.
until
This is
IRF.
2,
Yeah.
the second IRF.
Just been busy.
That's coming up in beautiful Bel Air, Maryland. The East Coast Rep Rap Festival. So that's exciting.
I don't think there's anything else.
We so kids just got back.
It's
went back
been
to school
intense.
last week for us.
Yep.
But I know that other parts of the country, it's still summertime, so you never know what you're gonna get.
Must be nice.
But back in the swing of things, right?
I know. Sorry, we didn't have our caffeine before the show. Well,
I
Pooch is drinking his.
Travis made me. Travis is a nice barista, by the way. He made me, this is the 2X caffeine from Starbucks.
The
Iced.
homebrew.
French
Iced.
vanilla.
With the French vanilla, but also
The
on
strong.
the strong version.
Yeah.
So is it like a
'Cause
3
we got a
to
new
4X?
We got a new Keurig,
New
and it has
Keurig.
the strong button.
It works. I only drank half of it.
And you
I'm
feel
already,
pretty buzzed
like,
up?
I'm 4 a.m. in right now, at least. At least.
Yeah.
We should have had one too.
They're saying that school doesn't start until the 27th. Man, our kids started on the 15th.
Yeah.
Is that when your kids started?
What was last Wednesday?
Yeah, the 15th.
So a week ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same Z's.
Same.
Holy macaroni,
Same,
I
same.
know. Oh,
All right.
they're getting so big. Okay,
Should we dive in?
already. What is that?
I don't know.
Oh, it's
I think
not.
your computer needs an update.
It wants an update. Let's not
Oh
do
wait,
that
yeah.
right now.
Yes.
Oh, it's that.
Good
oh,
old
restart.
Windows wants to
Restart.
update and restart,
Yeah,
so
you better
it kills
snooze
the
that.
screen.
Oh, that's
Snooze it.
good. Okay.
Put that away. It was nice of it to ask at least this
Yeah,
time.
it didn't just say, this is happening, by the way. All right. So no announcements. Chat, do you have any announcements? Sorry, we're so lame.
Man, we got Shenanigans. Paul's with us. We got Mr. Bertram. Chris Galata.
Dang, all
Ruby
kinds of good
Tanny. Everybody's in here. The llama. All right. Well, with that said, let's
Yes.
do some splat.
Are you ready for the splat?
Ready.
Hit it. And on the splat with us this week, we have
Jason!
Mr. Jason Preuss. Jason, would you introduce yourself to the kind folks? He's not muted anymore.
No, he's not muted
All right,
anymore.
let's hear it.
Oh, that's
Jason.
good.
I hear you. You're coming in. We hear you.
All right, I'm Jason Preuss. I've been 3D printing since about last 7 years, so I started off doing. I used to do scroll saw woodworking patterns, cutting out stuff on scroll saws, and then I thought, well, with 3D printing, that I would convert the patterns into 3D models that I could then print on my printer, and I didn't have to stain them or sand them and all that stuff I didn't like to do.
Ooh,
So I did that for quite a while, and I brought a couple clocks to Murph. The first one was like a dome clock, and then I brought the crazy full-size grandfather clock.
Oh yeah, we're gonna pull that up right now because that's amazing. If you guys haven't seen this,
looks like the dome clock.
I think that's the
That
dome.
is
But
the
yeah,
dome one.
you can't see this, Jason, but we're showing both your clocks here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Freaking crazy
Just to give people
stuff.
some context about the amazing
Right.
stuff that pattern print does.
Do you have?
Yes. Oh, there you go. Cool. Okay, see, I got two windows open. Okay, that's the one with the. Yeah, it was kind of funny. The
This is all the
Hackaday called it
Oh,
the
'cause this
chocolate
is from
clock,
2016.
The chocolate
It
clock.
does look like
Yeah.
chocolate.
and they didn't weren't really specific about it, and people honestly thought I printed it on
The
chocolate.
Oh no.
And I'm like, no, not quite chocolate. They had to edit that because like people thought I made it out of real chocolate. Like I would have eaten it by now. I mean,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
So that was probably like because I'm really fortunate. I live like 50 minutes away from where Murph is. So like it's like a local show to me. And so that was the first time I really kind of brought something kind of big to Murph. And then I brought that a couple years, and then I was coming back from Ann Arbor, and I hit a deer at 70 miles an hour, and the clock was in the back seat, and so I had to make a new clock.
Wow.
So that's how I did the grandfather clock, because I needed a new clock. And that was a crazy project because it took me 6 months to do. It was 1,400 hours of 3D print time.
1,400 hours.
1,400 hours. Basically, for 4 months, I woke up in the morning, I started to print, came home from work, started to print, went to bed, started to print, and I did that for months on end.
That's
To get that thing
how
done.
long ago was this now, Jason?
This was 2017, so a little over 2 years ago.
Okay.
And so I brought it out to Bay Area Maker Faire, and it got Editor's Choice Award, so that was cool. And I know this isn't going to come out really well, but these really nice people came by and saw it, you know. So, anyways, and you can see that it's pretty tough.
I remember that was the first time we met you.
That was the first time
Yeah,
we met you.
yeah. So, because then the next
That's
year you guys
incredible.
showed up to Earth in person.
And
There
here's
he
the
is.
picture. We're showing the picture of you with Mara from Matter Hackers right next
There
to
it is.
the clock,
Mhm.
and that would be was that a Murph?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a Murph.
Yeah. Gosh, and you said how many hours did you say that was?
1,400.
1,400. And then as for the clock face and all that stuff, like, is that something that you had taken off of an existing clock, or did you buy it as a separate thing?
But that was a separate thing. There's all sorts of. I mean, you could buy clock parts because I mean, mostly it's for woodworking, and you can just reuse the parts. So basically, it was a woodworking pattern. So I didn't do the design myself, and so I just got the parts that were supposed to go with the woodworking one. So the funny thing is that I mismeasured. So it has the clock face and it has like the battery thing in the back.
Right.
And I made it too thick, so I had to take a Dremel and Dremel out a little bit of the back. And if you've ever tried to Dremel PLA, I would not recommend
No,
it.
just
Oh,
like
I've
melts
Dremel
into-
it just
some
melts,
PLA. I've
yeah.
Dremeled some
Yeah,
PLA.
it melts. It
sure
melts
does.
pretty badly.
Yeah.
Sure
So,
does.
so anyways, after that, so before Murph 2018, it was about 3 weeks before that, Chuck Hellebuck, who is a close personal friend of Pooch,
Very close. We're very close.
very close.
That close,
And
yes.
he
Too close.
posted this thing on his Twitter feed. He had this. He was at a craft show, and there was this woodworking basket that kind of popped up with a handle.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
So it was like 3 weeks before Murph, and I'm like, after Murph's done, I think I'm gonna do that. And then I was like, no, I got 3 weeks. I can do this.
Yeah.
And, so I dropped everything. And so this is the I don't know if you have a picture. It's the it's my it's the
Yes, that one.
that one.
Yeah.
And so it kind of pops out like this, and so yeah, I got it done. I was literally like, the glue wasn't dry when I brought it to work.
Nice.
And
That's
so
awesome.
that was exciting because I know Joel did a whole video on it. He printed it out, and then it's really weird. Sometimes, like my stuff's out there and I don't know it.
Yeah.
all3dp.com, all3dprint.com.
Uh-huh.
Every month they have a top 50
Right.
things to print.
Yeah.
Right.
And what they do is they measure the click-through. So the next month, the thing that has the 5 least click-throughs get removed, and then they add 5 more.
Nice. Okay.
My thing's been on this
the
this
basket.
basket thing. Yeah, it's been on there since October,
Nice.
and I didn't know.
Nice.
He's like
It's
the America's
derived.
Top 40
I know.
like
Yeah,
of 3D
yeah.
printing.
It's been there for 10 months. And I didn't know.
Nice.
Number 1 on the charts
Woo-hoo, for
40,
10 months,
40
yeah.
10 months in a row now.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I
and
love
then it happened again. So like 4 or 5 years ago, I did a customizable thing where you could make a puzzle pattern. Like you could take a thing and it would make a puzzle pieces.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And it was random. So like a lot of times you see puzzle pieces that are all the same shape, or you just get the same one over and over again. So I did this thing. I had a customizer. It worked okay, but it wasn't perfect. And then in April, someone from Prusia took my code and made a better puzzle maker. And I had no idea until somebody commented on it on Thingiverse. And I'm like, look at it's my code. You know, it's like, you guys could let me know. I mean, it was comment. I mean, it was a licensing issue. I mean, I made it open source, but
Yeah.
it was like, let me know.
Give me a heads
Right.
up, yeah. So
Yeah.
that is crazy to think how much your stuff you really don't have a sense of how much you've actually touched. You've contributed a lot to the community,
Yeah.
and there's probably a bunch that has been forked or whatever that you're not even aware of still. That
Well, and
you're
I think
learning
it's
of
too.
every day.
It's very recognizable. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
you see the baskets and you know the weaving, and I'm like, oh, that's Jason's. Like, it's a derivative of that. You know, kind of like Tom and Wavy Wednesday. You know, that's all kind of derivative of those different, stuff. But yeah, it's cool. It's crazy.
So, Jason, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What is your day job? Because obviously you're very deep into this, but you obviously have some technical background as well. Yes.
Yeah, currently I work in the IT department. I work at a nonprofit economic research think tank. So we try to solve unemployment. So it's been around for like 75
Nice.
years. We do all this research, and I used to program statistical programming. So we have a PhD economist say, hey, I want this statistics run. So I do the coding. And then I morphed into web coding. So I'm still coding. It's just I'm coding different things. I'm still at the same place. I've been there actually now almost 22 years.
Nice.
So
Code monkey.
So,
I love it.
so that's my day job. And then the 3D printing thing is I call myself a 3D print hobbyist because I have one job. I don't want a second job. So I don't have an Etsy store. I don't have anything like that.
Yeah.
So, which is fine. I love people do Etsy stores and stuff like that because I think sometimes people really like, hey, I'm doing something people like and people are paying me money. I mean, that's cool. But I kind of like the complete freedom because once you start selling stuff, then all of a sudden you're doing something for the customer. You're not doing it, you have to use them. And then I just only have so much time. So if I want to
Right.
do what I want to do, I can't do other stuff. So.
No, I've had this conversation with people a number of times. It's unfortunate, but it's like, we all want to try to find things that we love, but like you said, the calculus changes once you have to do it versus you enjoy doing it and stuff. So I'm glad you're able to keep the purity of it, for yourself, and you're still sharing back. You are one of the absolutely top innovators in the space, and that you coming up with great creative things, and we see so many derivatives and things that are built off of your ideas, and it's just awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
and for me, I don't have a problem sharing it because everything that I've done, I built off somebody else too. I learned everything off the internet. I had never done a single thing in CAD before I had a 3D printer.
Yeah.
Never. So how did I learn all that? Well, because somebody wrote something, or somebody explained something, or there was a forum, or so in a way, I it's almost like I'm obligated because I wouldn't have anything without everybody else kind of sharing.
That's such an interesting perspective because you could make an argument that pretty much everything anybody does in this days, we're all built on the shoulders of giants,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
That we take for granted that we can drive a car to go someplace, and that's because there's been hundreds of years of engineering and things that facilitate our lives being easy. And so I find it really refreshing that you have that perspective, Jason, and I really wish more people. It's at the heart of what the open source movement is and all that stuff, and I think that that's great. And I don't think that means that there's not a place for both, but you're certainly
right. And I also have to admit, I am blessed that I can pay for my hobby, right? Yeah. I don't have to. There's some people, if they 3D print, they have to sell something or they can't buy filament,
Right.
Yeah. And I'm blessed that I don't have to worry about that. So.
Yeah, I was. I was going to ask really quick about your original clock. Where did you find that much brown filament all the same?
Actually, it wasn't the brown filament that was the problem. I'm trying to think. So that was a while ago. The tricky thing was the grandfather clock because it was eSun filament that I used for the brown, and so you can get lots of that on Amazon. But it was the light brown is color fab, and Toy Builders Lab, I don't know if you remember them. They used to sell filament. They were the first people who actually sold eSun kind of stuff in the US, and they were also a color fab seller. And so I said, hey, I need 15 rolls. And then they go, okay. And then I think they went to printed solid. And then they printed solid.
He needs 15 rolls.
Yeah, he needs 15 rolls. I got 2, So, it was. But fortunately, I planned ahead. It wasn't I'm doing this in 3 weeks. I knew I had 6 months, so I did have a few weeks to wait for filament to come in.
Right.
But yeah, it was a lot of filament. I don't know how many.
Yeah,
it was 15 kilos or something crazy. Yeah, it was a lot.
It was a lot for sure.
Wow.
That's so cool. So cool. So you did that. Yeah. So you did the pop-up baskets. Yeah. Then you started doing the weave baskets, right?
Right. Yeah. And I got another. I know you got one right there. Again, the camera's not going to show it. This is the one I kind of tried to do for Wavy Wednesday.
Oh man, I love that.
And so the inspiration for that is my wife does actual basket weaving, and I avoided it forever. One day, I think it was a few months ago, I actually went through my house and counted 50 baskets that my wife has woven, and I didn't really look that hard. and they're all different. And I was like, so I didn't so the last thing I need is another dang basket, right? But I was just like, but wouldn't it be cool to 3D print that?
Yeah.
So, and I think it was, and a lot of things that I do, I kind of view them as puzzles. It's not like I want to do something that's necessarily practical. I just want to do something that, hey, this might be hard and nobody else has done it because it's hard. So let's see if I can figure it out. And what the trick with that is the rods are a different process in Simplify 3D than the weaves. So it'll print the rods and then it prints the weave around the rods, layer by layer. And it's really cool to watch. It really is cool to watch. And it works. But the funny thing is, so my wife went to a basket convention. They have these basket conventions. And they had this huge debate on whether it counted as a woven basket. I guess it was like a 2-day debate. And I guess in the end they said, no, we'll count it. It's a woven basket. So
I mean, it's funny because I remember having this discussion when he sent us this. Yeah. It very much looks woven, like if I were able to take the top off, that I could pull the individual weaves out. And depending on what, I don't know that it would actually come apart quite that way, but it looks.
It looks like it would, yeah, for sure.
I mean, even to the point, it was like you can see the
there's little gaps. Yeah.
Yeah, there's gaps. Yeah. Because I think you've seen baskets on Thingiverse, but they're it looks like someone took a scan, and so you've got the ridges, but it's not actually woven. And so I wanted to do something and say, no, this is an actual woven basket.
That's so crazy.
It makes me wonder, Jason, if you looked at it too, because when you're doing I don't know a lot about basket weaving, but obviously when it's being done the traditional way, there's going to be an end point to the weave, right? And so I'm assuming it's usually just tucked behind.
Yes, exactly.
Obscured,
behind, right.
Obscured some way, but you know, when you're doing it on a 3D printer, you actually have a continuous ring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it
so,
connects.
in theory, it seems like you could actually print the rings separately and assemble onto the posts, and basically,
Then it really would be woven.
Right, right.
Would it make it? Because is it the
'Cause then
weave?
it's
Is it the
in-between,
action of
yes.
netting them together?
I think so. Yeah, that dictates that it's a woven basket.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy.
And
Who
as if
knew?
that wasn't enough, now
I know.
I'm sure he's going to go into what the latest greatest stuff is.
Right. So, and obviously, you know, Pooch is at Murph too, and I know Joel did a great video on it from Murph. But so it started. I think it was last October. I think you know Dasmia on Twitter.
Yes.
I think she's over in Europe.
Never heard
And
Never
she
heard
had
Dasmia.
no, never. She's very quiet, doesn't say anything, and never mentions anything about food. So she tried to do this. I think it was kind of like if you like hatching. It's a way of sort of like merging colors or whatever. And she had this thing, and she tried to do it, and it was one of those things like it didn't work as well as she wanted it to.
Right.
But I'm like looking at it, and like there's something here. I don't know what it is, but there's something here, and my brain was just like racking on it. And then one day at work, I was changing the toner in the copier, and there it was: cyan, magenta, and yellow.
Right.
Like, oh, I have a palette. I can get these filament colors. Why don't I just, mix them together? Now, of course, I can't mix them, and you can't. But I thought, well, maybe if I put them in layers, and then it would like bleed. You know, you shine a light through it, and then it would kind of like when you had like in preschool or whatever, you have the big thick like blue one and yellow one, and put it together, you get the green and whatever.
Right.
But it was just like, well, let's see what happens, and it was one of those things where I couldn't believe how well it worked, because it never works, right?
Yeah.
You do something and it doesn't work, and you do 20 versions of it, and the 21st version works okay.
Yeah.
And this was like, it just works. So like,
Yeah.
how did nobody figure this out?
That's kind of the feeling I had when I took that Mario fidget spinner outside and spun it around, and it just worked. It was
And
like,
you're like,
crazy.
what is this? Yeah.
Yeah, that was mind blowing too. But so anyways, so with it working, so what I did was, so from previous work, I got it down to where I could do 0.8 millimeter pixels. So it's all, the colors are pixelated. And so I have 5 layers, and so that goes at the bottom of the lithophane, and then I have a regular lithophane that goes on top.
Okay.
And so I don't know if you've got the...
Yeah,
he's
we're
showing one right
pulling
now.
it up right now. You're putting it on your little light
So you
table
you
here.
put the color on the bottom, and then the white is on top.
White
Dude,
is
it's
on
just
top.
like
It's almost like magic,
every
right?
time
Somebody
it's
would look
like
at that, they're like,
mind
that's photoshopped.
blown.
Yeah, that first time you
Yeah.
turned that light on, you must have just
how
like
does it-
freaked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell you that, because I had done, so that was my second one. The first one was junk, right? And so I was thinking, okay, I'm going to have to iterate like 20 times. And then I put that on, and I pushed the button, and I honestly thought, okay, this is my lottery ticket. I won the lottery. I mean, I seriously, I will never top this ever.
And having seen this in person, you know, it's one of those things where it's like it's amazing on the video, but
Right.
Oh, in person, it's insane.
you know,
yeah.
when I was first talking to you about it too, you're talking about your pixel resolution being what 0.8 millimeters. I mean, that's fairly small, but it wouldn't, you know, compared to say like what a traditional 2D printer does. That's pretty pixelated.
Yeah.
But for something like this, you know, I wonder if by the process that it's made, you're not left with a hard edge pixel the same way you would be, so you get more of a blend.
Yeah.
Right, the lithophane smears it out.
Right.
Is what it does, yeah.
Right. So it's amazing, yeah.
So anyway, but the problem was it took me about 24 hours of computer processing time to make the STLs. And I knew there was no way that was practical. And I was like, I wanted other people to do this. And I was not certain that I could do it myself. Fortunately, there's this show called Community Ketchup where they highlight stuff. And they highlighted, you know, this color lithophane, but they also highlighted this guy that had this lithophane website. Mm-hmm. And I checked it out, and so I think you are familiar with 3D Print Rocks. It's been around for a lot of years. It creates lithophanes, and it was a pretty good website. It did the lithophanes were okay.
Right.
I have professional lithophane making software, and it was not professional grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I go to this website, I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, these are professional lithophanes. I mean, these are, I don't think your printer can make better lithophanes than this website produces.
Awesome.
And I'm like, so I'm looking at this like, okay, this guy clearly has the chops, and I hope he doesn't take this the wrong way, but I sensed he had ambition, right? Like he wanted this site to be like this site, right?
Yeah.
And so I thought, okay, well, what a feather in the cap to have color lithophanes, right? If you really want to be the site, right?
Yeah.
So I was about to contact him, and then he contacted me. It was literally
making connections happen.
We're making connections. So that was actually before Murph. So this was like March, and it took a really long time because it's really hard to explain the process. And he didn't have a palette at the time, So what he would do is he would do something, send me the STLs, I would print them, take photos, send it back to him, and then of course then it's he's got a kid, I got a kid, we got lives and all that stuff.
Sure.
And finally, I think it was about a month or so ago, I'm like, oh, he's got it now. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it's like, this is actually going to happen.
So awesome.
And then he released it to his Patreons at first, and there were still a few things that I kind of found, but the thing that he's got on his website now has it nailed.
This is on lithophanemaker.com.
We're showing it right now.
Yeah, lithophanemaker.com. Yeah. And the amazing thing is, instead of taking 24 hours, it takes like 4 seconds
to create the STL.
To create that, I don't know how he did it, and it's a really cool site because it downloads as a zip file. But not only that, he's really nice is he gives you a text file that tells you all the settings you used.
Oh, nice.
So if you like have a great lithophane, like, oh, what settings did I use? It's all there. So it's really neat. But even if you don't do a color lithophane, really look at his other stuff because those lithophanes really are really top notch. And
go to the store.
I'm really impressed. And he's been really cool about stuff because I was, this was a little bit hard for me because, first of all, I don't normally work with other people. I normally just do things myself. And to sort of collaborate with somebody with something new, which I should probably do more often. But also, since this was kind of like a big thing to me, it's sort of like I had to kind of give up a little bit of ownership of it.
Sure.
Because he's going to build a site, I mean, it's also going to be his, too. So, but it worked out really well, and some people are already starting to print some. There was somebody who printed one, and it had a bomb pop, so it had like the blue, the yellow, and the red, and it came out awesome, and
so cool.
I think this is seriously one of the more underrated things. Like, I don't know how many of you guys in chat want to comment, like, if you were even aware of this, because we've talked about color lithophanes and stuff before, but I feel like we really glossed over the site originally, and I'm sure he's only enhanced it since.
Oh no, he all the time.
Yeah.
It's just nuts too. I mean, it's like, talk about if you ever wanted to make a gift for somebody that would just literally blow their mind. I mean, lithophanes in general are like, everyone I've ever made one for is like, whoa, they open it, they're like, thanks for this white thing.
No, but
like,
it's,
and then you're like, no, show it. And then the color is just like, literally blows my mind every single time I see it because it's just like, just insane.
So, in order for it to work, though, you have to have a palette or a Prusa MMU or something that can do different colors on the same layer.
Right. Or, I mean, technically, and I haven't tried this, but technically, you could pause your print 20 times and switch filaments.
That's brutal.
Who's going to do that?
Oh,
so you really do need a multi thing. But one of the things that was kind of nice about collaborating, because the one I did at Murph, I'm like, hey, you got to have a super dialed in printer because that first layer's got to be perfect. And so Thomas, I'm talking to him, and he's like, well, why don't you print like one layer of white at the bottom first, and then print the colors? Like, oh yeah, let's do that.
Sometimes, it's just that's interesting.
And so that little change means that so he has like a CR10, so you don't need a crazy like Railcore or something to print these. I mean, this will now print on regular printers. So that's another thing that's kind of nice when you collaborate. Kind of that was like, oh yeah, moments. I could have thought of that in 10 years.
Do you have Thomas's
info?
Info.
Yeah, I don't.
So yeah, he's so it's lithomaker.com is
I
his
don't think he's
website,
on
but I think it's
Twitter.
also his Twitter. His
Oh,
Twitter, I think, is
He's with the
Lithofame
Maker,
Maker.
but is he not on Twitter as much? I feel like.
No, he's been a bit more lately.
Did he recently do the one of like it wasn't a color one, it was like the old man and the detail and the beard and stuff? Was that his?
No, he retweeted that.
He retweeted that one. Okay.
He retweeted that. Now that one, yeah, because they get people going nuts. There's a Facebook users group with his that he has, and what people are also doing is doing like silver filaments.
Yep.
And it really gives it,
Wow.
by changing the filament color, you really get some crazy stuff.
Now I'm curious because you're actually achieving, I guess, a grayscale of sorts, right? With a singular color effect, correct? I mean, it's one color, but you're controlling the shade by how much light is allowed through it.
Exactly.
If somebody say had like a dual extrusion printer, are there options to do like a duotone? Have you played or have heard of any of that? Has anybody experimented with that?
I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of. I don't know how you basically. I'm not really sure. It gets you a little something, but I'm not really sure how it would work offhand. But I'm sure, if it could do something, I'm sure Thomas will think of something.
Okay, so now you talked about you a lot of your videos you're showing off. You have a rail core that you're doing this, which allows for very, very good precision and speed.
Right.
So a nice setup for Lithofame making. How many? Is that the only printer you're running currently? You have a lot of printers. What do you?
Oh. Do I only have one printer? Yeah. No. So I have 3 production printers right now and 1 sort of travel printer. So I have the Railcore.
Yep.
I have a Raise 3D N2 Plus.
Yep.
I was Kickstarter number 13, so I paid like ridiculously little money for that. I got it for like $2,000. It was crazy.
Oh wow.
And so that thing prints massive. And I still have my MakerBot Replicator 2. That thing will live forever.
It's a workhorse.
And the irony of it is I put a heated build plate on it, and it's enclosed. It's now my ABS machine.
Oh,
So
that's a good idea.
it was always supposed to be PLA only. Yeah. And then I have a printer kit. It's a tiny 100 by 100 by 100. And that's sort of like if I need to do demonstrations or something, it's really easy to take with. But I don't usually use that for production.
That's your travel printer.
Right.
It's funny. I was having a discussion. This is a little bit of a tangent, but
what, a tangent?
I had to. I'm very good at digressing. That's why they roll their eyes at me. But I had to. I was taking my Prusa. Thank you. With me, and I had to break it down, but I didn't want to take the whole thing apart. And I've seen a couple people mess with folding printers and stuff, but it made me start thinking about, like, if I'm going to be traveling with this Prusa, like, I was able to just take 16 bolts off and kind of fold it in half, and it worked. It was fine, but I'm like, kind of got the wheels
faster,
wheels turning about, like, this is a printer that, a lot of people use. It'd be a really interesting kit to make a travel version of or something like that. You said you use a different printer for that. Was it purpose built that way, and it doesn't necessarily fold? It's just small.
No, it's just a very small printer.
Yeah.
It's called the printer kit, and it was at Murph maybe 3 years ago. The guy made maybe about 10 of them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
It's really hard. It was a nice concept. Basically, let's make a super high end small printer. And people, if they're going to spend that kind of money, wanted a bigger printer.
Right.
Yeah. Interesting niche
They're
that
like,
we're going after.
I don't want to print a million really nice keychains individually.
Yeah.
But look at the quality.
I know, but look at the
No, it's
quality. It's
best.
amazing.
No rat snag at all, man. It's only going 3 inches.
Well, Jason, you set the bar pretty high here,
Yeah,
bud.
we
So it's
said,
like,
we're not
what could
worthy
possibly be next? Like, what's going to happen at next? I'm sure you're going to come up with something.
Well, sometimes I feel I'm not sure. Every time I think I'm done, I'm not quite done. But I can't imagine how many more ideas I have left. Well, I do have ideas, but I don't think I'm going to have anything cooler than the color Lithophane. I think that's going to be
That's
at
gonna
the
be
end of the day my gimmick.
That's a lie.
That's a lie, yeah. Well, even like at Murph, you had the yo-yos, which Ari loved that. That's like her favorite thing.
That's something funny. There's a guy, I don't know if he's just has a mind meld with me, or if he just like sees my stuff and then does stuff with it and then doesn't say where he got the original idea. But he what is it, 3D Printing World or whatever? He's the guy at Murph, Pooch, if you remember. He had the all 3D printed printer.
Yes.
Yeah. So he had those baskets that fell down like you could. Instead of having it spiral cut like mine, they were like nested. So he had it out, and then he does the lightsabers.
Oh, okay, yeah. I just saw somebody had
the ones that the telescope.
Yeah, telescope.
Yeah.
Which is really similar in concept to my spiral yo-yo, but I wasn't smart enough to put a Jedi hand holder on it. You know. But it's cool. I mean, it's cool to see sort of stuff, even if it was coincidental. Just to see stuff like, hey, I kind of come up with something, and then someone's kind of done better with it, you know.
Well,
but I will.
That's what it's about. I mean, we kind of all riff off each other and inspire each other, and it's why it's unfortunate. I get kind of bummed out when I read people talking about like, oh, he totally stole that idea from me, and I'm like, we're all, you know. First of all, it's not like people think that they come up with an idea and that they're the only one that could possibly come up. Like, I don't know where you stand on the collective subconscious, but I do believe that there's an energy around stuff and that people kind of come to certain conclusions.
Well, and it's like anything's taken from something you saw an idea and you're like, oh, I could tweak it like this and make it like that, or, you know, whatever. Yeah. They said, Chris is saying that you and Jim Scuba should collaborate on something that has animatronics inside.
You know, I was opposite of him at Murph this year, and I think just now I have Disney songs out of my head. So
that's the best.
It's going to be another 3 weeks. And I had with him, and it was Gear Down for that was also across from me. Yeah. So I was definitely in very, very good company.
Yeah, Gear Down for what? So they're finally out of your head. So would you like us to start singing "It's a Small World" for you?
No,
right.
No.
All right, we'll spare you that. Well,
very cool.
Man.
So cool.
And it's so funny because I said, "What's next?" He's like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna have. You're gonna have something amazing at the next
sure.
month. I mean, even if it comes to you like 3 weeks, 2 weeks ahead of time, you're gonna have that inspiration.
Well, I am going to be at Earth this year, so I am going to make the trip out to Earth.
Next question. Good.
Yeah. So I am, but that's kind of probably going to be mostly sort of like a. Stuff I had at Murph. I don't think I'm gonna have too much new stuff. I'm kind of debating whether I'm gonna bring the clock or not. I haven't brought. I brought it to the West Coast. I bought it to Murph. I haven't brought it to the East Coast yet. Maybe I'm thinking about it. It's just a lot of room in the car.
And I was gonna say, is there an assembly like disassembly? Are you partially disassembling?
Yes, it's in 5 pieces. Okay. If you look at it, it's kind of in 5 levels, and so each of those levels disassemble. But it's still a lot of volume in my Chevy HHR to fill up.
Sure. So. And who knows? You don't want to risk running into another deer and losing.
Exactly. That would not. No, because normally I'm with people like, hey, touch all my stuff. It's fine. I can print another. I'm not printing another clock.
Yeah.
No, that's a lot.
Don't touch my clock.
Don't touch
my clock. Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, good. Well, I'm glad you're bringing and sharing that for the East Coasters. That not everybody that's at East Coast gets to go to Murph and vice versa.
Right.
So it's good that they get to see some of that stuff. You're a fantastic exhibitor and a great example of what can be done. Awesome things to be done with 3D printing.
Too much amazingness.
Parting thoughts, Jason? Anything else you want to talk about? Leave our fans with?
Just well, first of all, just thanks for having me on. I love your show. It really does keep me up on stuff. And also, if people have questions, just ping me on Twitter. I love talking with people. For some reason, I don't end up having a lot of interactions with people, and I think it's just something about me. I'm not sure, but please reach out to me. I love to talk about stuff. Obviously, I've been talking for half an hour here or so. I could go another hour, which fortunately I won't. But yeah, just reach out, and I would be happy to talk about anything.
That's awesome. So maybe more collaborations in the future. Who knows?
Yeah, I would love to collaborate with people.
That's great.
Nice.
Hey, but before we let you jump off, there's a little factoid that I learned about you at Murph that is absolutely amazing to me that I feel like has to be shared.
Okay.
You're partially colorblind. Right?
Yes, I am.
So for
these colors, I can't see them like you do.
So what do you do?
It's a tragedy.
Is it Do you have like your wife help you with that part, or I mean, I know you said you can see most colors, but
you can tell that it's different.
Yeah,
I can tell a difference. Red green's weak for me, and with when I created the color palette, all I did was basically I had the computer do color pickers, so the computer can see the colors. I don't need to.
Right.
So yeah, I wish I could see all the colors, but there's not much I can do about that. My genetics.
I love though that you didn't look at that as any kind of limitation to the challenge at all. It was just you can still do it.
So freaking cool.
Jason, listen, thank you so much. I can't wait to see what you come up with next. Thank you, obviously, for supporting the channel and sending us all this cool stuff. And we are happy to promote your stuff any day of the week. You are
seriously.
Very innovative and have contributed so much to the community. If people obviously want to print these types of things and stuff, where do they go? Where should they follow you?
So on Thingiverse, my Thingiverse handle is just JMP, my initials. And since Thingiverse is down like 80% of the time, most of my stuff is also on Cults 3D. Cool. So I think I'm pattern to print there. Okay. I've uploaded most of the stuff there. So those two are the main sites for downloading my models. And then if you just want to see what I'm doing, pattern to print at pattern to print on Twitter. Whenever I upload anything, I obviously tweet it out saying, "Hey, go here, it's there."
Nice.
And and this is all stuff that you've just made available to the public. Do you have anything that you keep just for yourself?
I mean, most of it, I don't share everything, and most of that sometimes it's just laziness. It's just like, just uploading takes time or whatever. But usually if someone asks, like, "Hey, I saw that. I'd like to print it." I'll put it up.
You're not opposed to it necessarily. Oh, that's awesome.
No.
That is awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for being an amazing part of the community, Jason.
Yeah.
It's freaking awesome.
You.
All right.
So cool.
All right. Well, take care. We will talk to you soon. I can't wait to see you at IRF.
All right. Looking forward to it.
All right. Bye, Jason, man. Bye. Oh, man.
So we're not nearly that cool.
I know. It's like, where are they? It's funny because as somebody, I think everybody contributes in different ways to the community, but it's really incredible the amount of work that he's done and what he's shared and all out of the passion and making and stuff. So it's really cool that altruism is alive and well in our space, and we're lucky to have people like Jason forging the way.
Seriously. So
yeah.
I know. It's like, it's so cool.
I used to be cool.
Does that make you feel like bad about yourself almost? You're like, I used to do cool stuff like that. Not anymore. No.
It
should
cool stuff. You
inspire
said
you.
different cool stuff.
It should inspire you, not make you feel bad.
It does. It makes me want to do more cool stuff.
Well, and you never know when and where the inspirational strike.
Yeah, I mean those ideas, like the color thing. That stuff just comes out of nowhere. It's like you're just looking at something and you're like, oh, bam, it's right there. So.
Well, and I love the way his mind was approaching it too. He's like, when I didn't realize Mia inspired that, as she's inspired so many things.
And do you think that?
Way to go, Mia.
Was he talking about her filament that she printed? And
No, this was before that.
Oh, something different.
This was before that. And I need to go back and see what it is exactly he's talking about. But I like that he was saying, like, there's a nugget here, right?
Right. There's something here. What can I take from
people have been, talking about color mixing and, the idea of mixing CMYK has been a familiar paradigm because of, 2D printing.
Yeah.
But this is such a different and cooler, application, a neat application of it, and it's a fantastic.
We're laughing at Shay saying he gets his ideas on the toilet or while driving.
Hey, shower, whatever.
Right, whatever
works for you.
Floats your boat. Yes.
So a great use. I'm surprised the palette guys aren't showing off more of this stuff on the mosaics.
Well, and I feel like I could just be like, tell me more. Like, it's just, you can just listen to it. It's so interesting. And
You
it's
can tell he's passionate about
well,
it.
and too, you know what I like about it is sometimes I love all our guests, but sometimes we have guests on and I'm like, and I literally have no idea what they're talking about. Because it's like, because I'm not that tech savvy, but like the way that he presents it is like really awesome and makes me feel like I could do that. Let's do that. Let's make something cool.
I think that's a hallmark of a good IT guy too.
Right, that's true. He's
You're not just like, move, you know, it's like, he seems like he can reasonably help and explain and, you know. Yeah, and that's a rare
and not
trait
make
in
you
tech.
feel like a total idiot.
Yeah, exactly. You know, to have the ability to work with the everyman, the common man. It's a good talent to have.
Do you want to go over some tags?
Let's go over some tags. I mean, why are these people even here? They've shared. They want to.
Is that what this is about? No, it's turned into the Jason channel now.
It's honestly like that was one of my favorite. I mean, we've talked to a lot of cool people on here, but
I love and thank for all of our guests for coming on.
We can't show any tags now because he's already gone and stole the show.
I know, exactly.
Tough act to follow, huh?
That's it. Yep.
No. It's time for...
we got some good stuff. You muted. You turned everything off.
The main show!
I'm like, what happened to the sound?
It was to set the effect. You could bring it down to nothing and then hit him with the echo.
I don't know about that.
No, I was just
and now it's
pushing the wrong button.
Awkward.
Excuse.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we have 2 follow-ups.
Oh, we'll do follow-ups? You want me... Follow-up!
No, I don't want you to do that.
Main follow-up.
No, just really quick. So last episode we had the member Billy Rubin makes. Yeah. So, but this one isn't from Billy Rubin. This is the one that was, I think, either inspired her or vice
created by.
No, it reminded immediately of the one created by
Rigid Ink.
Created by
that was by Rigid Ink. Yeah,
but
anyway, so I wanted to share that out because some people were asking about it. This is a how to.
It's a 3D print quality.
Yeah, change your 3D print quality, your finished quality. So that's cool.
I love infographics. We need like a good repository. Repository for the infographics.
I feel like it's nice because again, it makes me feel not stupid, and I can read it, and it's like bright and colorful because I'm 5, which is legit. I mean, it's
You know, in this day and age,
people
need. I need the TLDR version.
True story.
You guys like the books with the pictures in them?
Yes, yeah. I do.
I do. I want a photo book, and pop-ups would be even better. I mean, this is 3D printing.
3D printing, yes.
You know, this is a 2D thing, so maybe
I never thought of. Jason should make a pop-up book. How would he do that with 3D printers?
Oh, gauntlet throw down.
That would be so cool.
Who knows? I don't know. That might be. He's like.
Is that intent? He's like, well, his daughter's in high school, so she probably doesn't care.
Yeah, but I mean, if anybody could do it, it would be Jason.
Yeah.
I mean, he's already.
I know.
Doing pop-ups,
I know,
really.
He is. I know.
But I could just flip the page and like the benchy sails along.
Oh my god, it would be so great. That would be so awesome.
Pull the tab. We do need interactive.
Yeah, we need interactive. Very nice. Okay, so next we've got Mr. Brutram shared, follow-up practical print. I think we showed this last episode. He was printing a cover for his lamp, his light outside, and each had a finished one. Oh, you can't see it. You gotta click on it.
The cover?
No, down. Down shows it actually on.
Yeah, no, this shows it on.
Okay, that was before. Yeah, he was testing it out, and then he switched it. Look,
that is a fantastic practical print.
Yeah,
I have had that exact problem myself. So anytime you're dealing with lap sighting, and electrical fixtures, they're just not meant to. Well, first of all, there's so many different lap patterns and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can make it fit perfectly.
Well, it looks so much nicer than like the way that they
keep your spiders and bugs love to crawl in.
Oh, and it's a new. I didn't realize it's a different light. I just realized that.
It's the same light, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Oh, he changed out the light too?
Yeah, look.
Oh, he did. Okay, well, so maybe it was
light.
like, this is the opportunity, to do it.
Yeah.
And he went with the blue. I'm going to guess that's a color changing
light bulb
LED because he's a tech guy. He's a nerd.
They're saying the volume's going up and down. They can't hear us.
It is?
Did you turn us down?
I didn't do anything, man.
I don't know. No, they're saying they can't hear us good.
Huh.
I know. I thought, hello? Can you hear me?
Can't do that. I mean, I can crank up the volume a bit.
Well, I don't want to deafen everyone, but...
It does seem like we're dropping down out of the main... Let me see here. Well, we'll see what this does. You guys holler at us if we're not... we're
Say
still
we're
not where
too
you
loud,
need
too.
us to be.
Yeah, now we're probably too loud.
Well, we're not clipping, so
Okay.
we'll see how this goes.
Very nice, very nice.
Better? Worse? Yay?
Oh,
nay?
this is not. Oh, I was thinking this was. Oh, this is Robbie Max, not Mr. Butram. Sorry, my bad. Oh, they're saying the guest was louder than us. Jason was louder than us. But let us know if you can hear us now.
Maybe bump the mixer knobs. I don't know.
Hello.
Chris says that's good.
Okay.
Okay. Chris
so
is happy.
Now,
Everybody
it's
happy.
now
He's an audio guy.
now it's the main show.
Okay, that was a good way to do it. Too. All right, main show.
Volume goes down when you go to the content
The main
screen.
show.
That could be an OBS issue.
Wouldn't surprise me. OBS has done stranger things.
True story. Oh, so we've got. I think.
We dawdling.
Isn't he in the? No, I'm seeing if somebody's in the chat. Stop.
This caffeine is just
Oh
coursing
my
through my veins.
Cool down.
2 times the caffeine.
No, it's 4 times the caffeine. John Mack, we've got in the chat tonight. So click on the main show. Oh, you already are.
I'm already here.
What
I'm
is
waiting for
that? He's got a
Okay,
sewing machine.
No, this isn't from him, but that made me think of him. So this is a sewing machine that then has 3D printed parts attached to it, and it made it into an embroidery machine. And it made me think of John, because John does he has the embroidery machine, which I was like, he has just like a traditional embroidery machine, I
Yeah,
think.
he has like a cool actual.
But isn't this crazy? This is using a sewing machine and 3D printed parts, or like 3D printing
Team
stuff.
Donkey. All right, let's watch the video real quick.
See if it can make it move.
So some software.
Wait, yeah.
Play. That would help.
Playing.
Okay, so it's doing the embroidery.
So yeah, that's like the bed.
But no,
is
the
like-
bed moves.
Oh.
It moves it. That's the thing. Isn't that cool?
So this is just a standard sewing machine that they basically turned into like a 3D printer sewing machine.
Yeah.
That is brilliant.
That is so freaking cool.
And it's open source. It's open build, so it's available.
I think so, right?
STL?
Oh yeah, STL question mark?
STL?
Matt just says who made that? They want him on 3D PCH.
Hey, find your own guests.
DIY embroidery machine.
That is so freaking cool.
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah, it's on open builds.
That's on open builds. Yeah, man. That's awesome.
all
Nice.
the
That is
pieces.
so freaking cool.
It's got everything you need.
I
There you
mean,
go,
you
dude.
think about
I
it.
wanna
Like,
at least-
what other mediums could this thing work on?
I want to
If
see
it's
at least
basically
2 or
like
3.
a moving. But I mean, it's the premise of
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
CNC routing and.
Well,
it's just
yeah,
kinda,
and that's what it said in the beginning was a like crossover of CNC and 3D printing.
It's. I guess is this technically an additive process because it's adding.
Maybe.
It's adding.
I think so.
Not string. What is
It
it? Thread.
counts.
Thread.
Yes, John says
String.
it's like a single layer 3D print, a CNC sewing machine. It's just so freaking cool.
Yep, I want to see 2 or 3 of you guys make these before next Ketchup, just so we can see more.
Yeah, it was insane. Very cool. Next,
I like the technique too. So it's like it's using one of those, what do you call them, a stitching loop or whatever,
Yeah.
where you're pulling
Embroidery
for cross,
loop.
an embroidery loop, and then it's just basically moving the loop around. And I guess you just, how do you set the? And read
it
the
was
details.
software.
So
Like it's embroidery
So there's something that's
software.
controlling the throttle on the
Yeah.
sewing machine as well. So he must have done some rigging to.
Who knows?
It says
Science.
it all on there.
It says
can
it.
go
You should
make
build one.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm waiting for the infographic. I want to read.
Then you'll do it. If it has an infographic, I might buy it. Yeah, Matt says he's going to make one. So then we've got John shared. So this is what it made me think of was he was making patches, and this is 3D printing llama's patch, and the iterations of getting it to the stage that he wanted it at ultimately.
Is that like? That looks. Is it just we're just zoomed in because it looks like a shag, like a carpet.
Those are pepperonis.
Gross.
They're pepperonis. No, they're just patches. Interesting.
It's so cool though.
Good old llama.
I know. I'm like, so
Llama.
does John, do you do this for, do you have like a shop? Are you just doing it for fun? What are you using?
Funsies.
We need more info. I probably could pay attention if I looked on the internet somewhere, but Anyways, I thought that was cool.
Sparky Face is back.
Sparky Face
We haven't
is
seen
back.
Tessa in a
Yeah.
while.
So Tessa shared this. This is the concept art for her dancing. This is a grasshopper, right?
Is it Jiminy Cricket?
Or is it a cricket?
Did
I
it
don't
say?
No, it didn't say.
Cricket hopper.
It reminds me of Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah. So.
Is she gonna do a 3D model of this?
Yeah. So if you look up, this was a crowded, or, the community inspired. Somebody said, "I want a dancing cricket" or something. I don't remember what. Oh, it's a mantis. They're saying it's a mantis?
That's not a mantis. A mantis has like the pointy face and stuff. Maybe. Well, I don't know. It could be. Maybe this is an artist's rendition.
True.
So if they say it's a mantis, if she says it's a mantis, it's a mantis.
John says that the patches were shaggy because the tension wasn't correct.
Mantis.
Mantis, like on Kung Fu Panda? That's the only mantis I know. Anyway. So yes, so keep an eye out. Tessa's doing stuff. Stuff. Next,
Good to see you back at it, Tessa.
Oh, this is hilarious.
It's a Facebook link.
Oh, it is a Facebook link.
The fact that
So I have to
I'm
log
gonna
in.
watch everybody watch his
No,
password.
they're not.
No, he's not even watching it. This is from 3D Printing Lum, but
Not
it's
sure.
totally funny. You have to see it.
We're going to Facebook.
I gotta log in.
my gosh,
to
freaking
stage
Facebook.
authentication.
Two-factor. You're so safe. You're so secure.
Hey, his crap's
My
gotten
card
hacked.
got hacked. And
Yeah,
I got
he's gotten hacked
locked out
before.
of the laser cutting group because
Yeah,
of that.
he did. They said, nay.
You're not missing much these days.
The laser cutting group?
Yeah,
Are you in the laser cutting group?
Yeah.
Okay, where did it? It didn't even come up.
No,
Okay,
I'm
we'll
not.
click on it again.
It's like any group, though. It's like you got a lot of people helping, and then you got a lot of people complaining, and you just never know.
This is the
3D
best thing
printed
ever.
stool sample.
But he did it for his doctor. He gave it to the doctor like that.
That's hilarious.
It is freaking hilarious. It's like new dad joke level unlocked.
Seriously, that's working for your dad jokes.
That is way amazing. Love it.
I would like to see a 3D printed stool container at a Pet G with a threaded top as well too. No, that's awesome.
Oh, that's
Nicely,
freaking hilarious.
nicely done. Don't want to know why you needed a stool sample. But
Hope
that's
everything's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is crazy too. So yeah, this is Alexander shared a disc world print. Okay, so you see it like this. Wait for it.
What is it? What's happening?
Wait for it.
I hear something.
Oh, it's
Hold
him
on.
talking.
On the shell of a giant turtle.
That's his voice.
Great.
No, I think that's from a movie. But look, the world is
Just
sits on
keeps
top
going.
of
There's
four
elephants
on top of a
giant
giant turtle. Like that's what the world is.
Wow.
That's cool.
I'll bet that. Is that what flat earthers think?
What if we have?
Is that who's that flat earther? It's like launching himself into space, or not even into space. He made his own rocket, and he's going up like 5,000 feet, which isn't even high enough to see the curvature of the Earth anyway. And when he did it before, he came down and broke his leg. Like he's gonna kill himself basically.
Yeah, I don't know what that's from. It's from something. I don't know.
It's
it's from a movie. It's got to be, right?
It is from a movie. It's
Space. Atop 4 elephants. On the shell of a giant.
somebody in the
turtle.
chat
I
tell us
know.
what
What is
movie
it
that's
from?
from.
Part 2.
What is it from, chat? What is
Say
it from?
Octane? It's dramatic music.
Oh, I love it. That's freaking awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Finding Nemo?
No, it's not.
That was a guess from Greg.
Oh, it's from a book series? Okay.
No, I feel like I saw that. Obviously, he's pulling audio from something.
It's
Yeah, that's
from
got to be from a movie.
Discworld.
No, but Discworld is just what it's called, I thought.
Discworld.
It's the cosmic turtle.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I thought it was cool.
It was cool.
I don't know how he did it. It's cool. Boo, 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 boo. Oh, yes. Okay.
Did you catch up with me?
Yeah, I caught it.
It's a true myth.
We've got, this is a skewed view. Okay.
Oh, he's at it again.
Yeah. So my question was about this. So this is a sword.
Forging something sharp.
Yeah.
It's the Illumitube dudes.
What do these dudes do with all of those swords?
Stab.
Hang them on the
Slash.
wall and they look cool.
Slash and stab.
That's it? Just slash and stab?
Bludgeon. I don't know.
Or do they sell
Are they
them?
prop makers? I'm assuming they're
I don't know. They just do so many of them. It's so cool, but...
sandcasting, baby.
Maybe if you watch their channel, you'd find out.
Oh, they're
When
saying that.
is
Oh,
the
they're saying. Oh,
infographic
sorry,
coming
not to go
out?
back. That is a true myth. That is the flat Earth model.
True
There's
myth.
a TV series that's huge in the UK.
Look, he has them all on the wall right there. Look.
Oh,
Yeah,
see?
That's what he does. He puts them on his OSB wall.
That's just nuts.
Smoky.
That's just insane. And then I think the next one, oh no, click on the next link. That stuff is nuts.
Yeah. I want to make something for them to cast.
Yeah, that's cool. The next one is, go scroll it.
Epic.
Look at the Thanos sword. Is this the same one that Joel made?
It's smaller, isn't it? It looks like well, I don't know. Maybe that guy's huge.
And I have a question too, because like isn't Thanos like a gajillion feet tall? So I feel like Thanos would be like this. Look at my sword.
No, I mean you see it in the movie. It's not. I mean
how
he's
tall is
tall,
he?
but it's not like above his head the way it is with him or Joel. That looks different. Maybe
It's a different model.
No,
Well, this is a skewed
it a
views
different-
model.
Oh, is it? Okay.
And what's the one that he
Okay.
did Broken Nerd do one?
Broken Nerd did one. That's the one.
That's
Joel
the one
did.
Joel did. No, this is
No.
the skewed views.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Looks like the tip of the blade. Well, I don't know if that's just the way it looks because of the blue on the back edge of the sword or the blade. Like if the thickness looks thicker at the top of the sword than down at the hilt. Maybe that's the way it is. I haven't spent a lot of time staring at Thanos' sword. Very shiny.
There's another one too. Oh, this was crazy. The next one, the Bowie knife.
I mean, I guess you gotta when you make something like that, you just gotta hang it on your wall?
I can't. It's a freaking weapon. I'm
Well,
surprised.
it's plastic, so.
No, it's not. Those guys are casting in metal.
Wait, that
No,
one
the
was
Thanos-
the
Oh, that
Thanos
one.
was
Yeah.
plastic.
That one was plastic, but the Illumitude ones
Yeah.
are not plastic.
Any way you do it, you just hang it on the wall.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
you stab people with it when they make it
Stab
angry.
people.
Stab,
That
stab.
is terrible.
Slash, stab. What's next?
That's what he was just showing. The Bowie knife.
Oh, it's a different Illumitude one. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought he went back
I
to
think
the
they make
Illumitude
like
one.
every single thing that
That's
they.
not a knife. This is a knife.
That they make like every
Is he
single
gonna
thing
cut out
that.
a cucumber or a zucchini or
Is he?
something?
But yeah, that's it.
Chop. Okay, did they show that
Chop,
close
chop.
up though? It's weird because it's two blades next to each other.
Okay. So
Oh, jeez.
you're
People
not
are
into cucumber carnage?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm really not.
I mean, if you
I'm
look at the
really
way,
not.
it's not exactly a sharp edge. If it's
Well, it's not
I
cut
think if you
slicing right
swung like a
through.
stick at it, it would. No, but it's like breaking. Not to.
Yeah, I got it. Not to discredit his amazing casting. You wouldn't go and chop up your salad with it.
I'm guessing he's not intentionally putting edges on these things.
No,
for,
I would
you know.
assume not. Yeah, they're saying it's not a clean chop.
No.
It looks pretty blunt.
I was wondering if Shori knew about the sewing printer thing because it seemed a very Shori-esque thing.
Oh, because I was like,
We're showing
what?
Shori. Yeah,
Talking
yeah.
about Shori. Oh, yeah, so Shori's going to have
Infographic, kind of.
No, this is going to be a video on his channel about how
Demystified.
how
The fabric.
3D printing on fabric works.
Don't take the mystification off,
It's
Shorty.
really
I like
not-
being mystified.
Oh my gracious.
You don't want to look behind the veil.
I don't want to see how the sausage is made. I just want the sausage. You know what I mean? Somebody. That's
Greg just said, "I will kill you until you die from it."
kill you till you die.
Greg's Maker Corner. We always say that. I will kill you until you die from it. Death to zucchini. Hey, we had zucchini for dinner.
You did.
It was delicious. He said Shori has his own embroidery machine. He doesn't need to make one.
What is this program? It's got YouTube down there. Is Photoshop though?
No, this is the editing software. Oh, I don't know.
No, it's got like
Oh, maybe that's his thumbnail.
color wheel.
It's like fake Photoshop.
Maybe that's his thumbnail.
Is it Microsoft Paint? No, but why is the YouTube logo down there? Is like showing a different.
Maybe that's on. Oh, I don't know.
It looks like a bounding box you get in like Microsoft Word when you try to draw in Word.
Well, you're not trusting showing it, so no one's seeing what we're talking
Might
about.
be like After Effects or something.
That's not After Effects.
You're after.
Okay, anyway, go to the next one. 3D Guy Dubai. Oh, this is amazing. Go up. So
Ooh.
cute. Isn't that
I
great?
love little mechanical funsies.
I'm in love with this.
Excellent illustration of a camshaft.
It's so awesome. And then he also did, if you go to the next
It's kind of morbid if you think about it. Like, what is
It's
that
like
supposed to
somebody
be?
drowning.
Yeah, it's like somebody
But it's so
drowning.
cute.
But it's so cute. I think it's because I'm thinking of the possibilities of things that it could be made
Yeah, I mean, I
with.
love that it was ah. See, there's somebody being chopped to death with a dull aluminum
cute.
sword. It's so cute.
Or a guillotine coming down.
Oh, chop
How
chop.
tiny it is.
Oh, he's got a spatula.
Yes.
Yo, 3D Guy Dubai, you need the
The build tack
spatula,
yeah,
man.
Seriously, you're gonna slice a
I
finger
love
off with
folding
that
robots, though. I love folding things.
Thing. Yeah.
I'm glad to see other people doing it. Oh, it's got a raft.
Well, maybe it doesn't have to. It probably does.
Well,
it probably prints way better if you do it with a raft.
could be. I love folding prints. I want to see more of them. So this is his design though, right?
Yeah.
This isn't Fab
This-
365.
No.
Okay.
Although apparently he said recently, I just saw he's going to be having some of his on Fab 365.
Nice.
Oh, is that Iron Giant?
No.
it's
no.
kind of it looks like inspired
by.
yeah.
It kind of looks like inspired by Bender too.
It does.
Yeah, it's like a
Iron
crossover
Giant meets Bender.
Bender.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
like
that
it.
one was cool. And then I think, did he have one more? There's one more, yeah.
Oh, he's going with 3D printing geek now. He changed it. 3D Guy Dubai.
No,
Huh.
it is
No, it
3D
says-
Guy
no,
Dubai.
I know that's his tag, but it says right there. It says 3D
AKA
printing geek.
3D.
AKA.
Oh, maybe. I can't remember what this one was. Burr, 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 burr. Scroll up.
We got a J.
Oh, that was just the time lapse of it.
Octolabs.
Because everybody does Octolabs.
I
now.
know.
Because it's the only way to time lapse.
Because
man.
otherwise
it's
it's
like,
yeah, otherwise your time lapse is garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're not doing the lesser time lapses anymore. Okay?
No, nobody.
Up
You're
your
just
time
not
lapse
doing
game. If you're
them.
in a time
Yeah.
lapse, octolapse it.
Yeah, you're octolapsing or you're not lapsing.
Any video that I make is gonna have a crappy time lapse because I don't know how to octolapse.
We're clipping.
You were time lapsing last night.
I know, and it wasn't octolapse.
It wasn't.
Probably
Showing the
use-
print head going all around the place.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Probably using like a GoPro or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
They're saying that it's Tin Man meets Giant Bender, or Iron Giant meets Bender. It's something.
It's a robot mashup. I like
Oh, apparently he was originally calling himself 3D printing nerd.
Right, and then Joel was
talked
like,
to
"You
him
should
and
probably
was
come up
like,
with a different name."
And so he went to geek, but I thought he was just 3D.
I
Guy
love the
Dubai.
name 3D Guy Dubai. It's
Yeah,
so
to me
it rolls
it's
off the
super
tongue.
catchy.
No.
For
Well, maybe
sure.
he wants to move someday and he doesn't,
Doesn't
want to
wanna
be
stay
tied
in
to
Dubai.
Dubai. I don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, next we've got
Another,
Chris's Earth print.
Earth multicolor. He's
This
a
one's
wizard
really
with that
cool. It's
palette.
got a lot of levels.
Yeah,
on it.
this one is cool.
There's a lot going on there.
It's fancy. It's a giant too.
It's a big
Ooh,
one.
excuse me.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like indented down here, and then it kind of ramps
Ramps
up
up.
as
What's
it goes.
going on? Is that a mirror? What's on the top of that there? What am I looking at? It says like mosaic. It's on the palette. It's
No,
like a
that's the-
mirror on the palette.
No, that's not a mirror. That's the top. That's a
It's-
see-through, isn't
I'm
it?
seeing part of a Prusa.
Yeah, but no, it's
But-
not a mirror because you would see the.
Oh, you know what?
the-
He pulled the print bed up off of it,
Yeah,
but I don't know. It looks like it's a mirror.
it's not a mirror. Chris, what
It's
is
not
it?
a tumor.
Chris, what is it? Chris, what is it?
Seeing him.
I don't know. I like looking at the details and commenting.
Oh, Artbox says that he should just be 3D guy.
Just 3D guy?
Yeah, if he doesn't want to be 3D guy Dubai.
Wow.
Although I still think 3D guy
Right.
Dubai is the best.
I agree.
It's catchy.
It is catchy.
Oh, this was.
We're catchy.
Oh yeah. Don't take ours. Oh yeah, look at this one.
Waka waka
Waka waka waka. This is Davy Jones.
Davy Jones.
I just can't even look at Tom's prints anymore. It just makes me feel bad about myself.
What? Tom Jackson's prints?
Yeah.
Make you feel bad about yourself?
Yeah.
That's not what they're for. They're supposed to feel awesome. Tom Jackson just prints. That guy must have Where does he put all of these prints?
I don't know.
That
I
was the
wanna
other
see,
thing
like,
I was
a
going to say.
display
What does he
case.
do? Yeah, what does he do with them? Do you think he throws them away?
I want to say he straps them to fireworks and then blows them up.
Buries them in the backyard.
No, but then
they become
shrapnel.
zombies.
That seems like a bad idea.
Shrapnel? You really think there's anything left? I don't know.
I love the
Tom,
chat.
what do you do with them, man?
Yeah, what
Show
do you do
us
with
your
them?
display
We need
case.
to know, Tom.
You need a 3D printed display case for all your 3D prints.
Brian says then if he moves, he can change his name to 3D Guy Goodbye.
Goodbye.
If he stops doing anything.
Exactly.
Who said that?
Brian.
That sounds like a Brian Vines. It is a Brian
It was a
Vines.
Brian Vines.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Not as good as the stool sample. Oh, this is our very own Shay printing on his Ketchup printer. That was my Ketchup printer song. Did you guys like it?
No.
Ketchup printer.
Rude.
I want to see it.
Ketchup inspired Delta printer. Look at he printed it all in ketchup-y colored parts.
That's cool. Now make it look like it's got a ketchup top,
Oh
Shay.
yeah.
Put the ketchup top
That
with
would
the
be
screw cap
great.
on the top. And then we can get an enclosure going.
Sean says he gives them away to kids.
Oh, does he?
Maybe Sean's just making stuff up.
Is that allowed?
Giving away your 3D printed stuff to kids? Why would that not be allowed?
Well, it depends on how it's allowed. If he's going to like St. Jude's and saying, "Here's my 3D printed stuff," or if he's in the back of a van giving away his 3D printed, it's a little bit different.
That's not creepy. Hey kid, hey, come here. You want a 3D print?
He's like, opens up the trench
Just say
coat.
no, kids. Just say no to creepy people trying to give you 3D prints out of a van. Come check out my 3D printed van.
That is freaking terrible.
That is terrible.
What? Oh, that explains the mysterious infill embedded in my leg. It's shrapnel. Okay, so Shay. Oh, now Shay's contemplating putting it. Is our kid singing out there?
I don't know. She's got to do something to
Probably.
entertain herself.
Ari, what are you doing? Yes, like candy from a van, but it's a 3D prints. So Shay built this printer and changed out all. What are you doing?
I'm
over
putting
there?
my feet down.
Picking stuff.
And then look, so he printed a catchy on it. Oh, and then this one was the one he just did today. This is in Chaos Red.
That's like the perfect catchy color. I don't know, I like it.
I know, and that's what he said. He said it made his other one look like Cranch.
Yeah, that one's definitely more ketchup than this. This is definitely Cranch right here.
That's not cringe.
No, Cranch is way pinker than that.
Yeah, with the bits.
Ugh,
What
don't
color
talk about
should we make a
bits.
Cranch colored filament?
Gross.
No,
Cranch.
nobody should do that. Nobody.
No, gross.
The crunch.
Gross,
It even
gross,
smells
gross.
like Cranch.
Oh, make the enclosure look like a ketchup bottle. Somebody said.
That's what I'm saying. If you put
Oh,
the top
Llama
on
said.
it, and then you could like kind of do, because you know how like a Heinz bottle is actually kind of octagonal. I don't know if it's or 12-sided or it's.
No, that's a good one too. He said make a ketchup bottle card that sticks on the print head, and so it looks like the filament is ketchup coming out of the bottle.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I like that
That's a
one.
good one. Need to be heat resistant. Oh, Hot
Oh
Pockets.
yes, did you see this? 3D printer Filament Hot Pockets and the stuff.
That's the stuff. That's the stuff.
That's the stuff.
Yeah. What am I looking at here? Hot
You can
Pocket.
click on-
3D
not
printed
seen any of
Hot-
these
You've never
pictures?
seen
No, I
these
didn't
Hot Pocket things before?
They
The
put
Hot
like
Pocket
every
memes?
single freaking thing in
You've
a Hot
never
Pocket
seen
you've ever
Hot Pocket
seen.
memes?
Croissant crust.
Look up anything in a
Oh,
Hot Pocket.
yeah.
I
at
guess
this point.
I hadn't seen. I didn't even know Nestle owned Hot Pockets. That's crazy.
No, I don't think Nestle does. That's probably
It
an
says
old. That was an
Nestle.
old picture.
Probably is Nestle.
It probably is Nestle, actually. And then what does it say? It says good source of filament, made with 100% real stuff, no artificial filament.
Artificial filament. I like my filament all natural.
All natural,
from,
please,
From
yes.
the earth, from plants, plant-based filament, which I guess is technically kind of PLA.
Chris says eat Cranch with croutons and bacon bits in it and call it Crunch.
Yeah.
No.
Literally look up anything
don't
Hot Pocket.
Yeah, have you guys
Say,
never
yeah.
seen
I'm gonna
these
go
before?
out on a
Wow,
limb and say I don't
never
think
seen these before.
Crash is long for this world.
No, I don't think so either. Maybe it's because
Somebody
we follow a
get
lot of
fired.
foodies. Is that why we know so
Yeah.
much about it?
Matt posts that all the
Yeah,
time.
Matt does post those all the time.
I try to
Not
stay as
you,
far
Not you,
away
Matt.
from Hot Pockets as I
different Matt.
possibly
Oh
can.
no, there's ones with like there's funny ones and then there's like nasty ones too. There or like bugs and weird things. Anyway, oh this was
Yeah, I saw it.
this was a scroll up. Who was it? 3D Fuel was asking. Oh, this should be blood red, and Shay went to bat for us and said it should be community ketchup red.
I wouldn't call that a blood red from at least, but it's hard. Color is always tough in photos.
Yeah, it
You
is.
just
It
never
really
know.
is.
What is that? Is that an extrusion line that we're looking at? What is?
Yeah, they're making filament.
Yeah, just interesting idler setup.
Well, I think it's ketchupy.
Sure.
Ketchupy. What's next? What's next?
Artobot.
Oh, I need to scroll down.
Artobot.
Oh,
Sharing
This is good.
his Lego Man map.
okay, but look at super size.
Whoa! For giant Lego heads. Lego Batman.
Okay, here's another one. It's not pockets. It's just bread.
Oh wait, it's
was
the
Brian.
Matryoshka doll of Lego Batman.
Was there
helmets.
another one? There was
You
a
see,
big...
he just put a
Yeah,
he
just
just
put
No,
got three-
I didn't. I don't think I ever watched the whole thing.
And then the camera pans,
missed
and
the
he's
third
got
one?
one on his head.
Oh yeah, where's
See?
that? Oh, nice.
Yeah, I like.
Does it fit on your head?
If it's on somebody's head, I'm sure that's.
Is that chair
Sweet
have Darth Vader
chair.
on
That's
it?
a
Yeah.
Vader chair.
Why isn't that on Community Ketchup?
Yeah.
Did you make that chair?
Move that out of the way. I want to see the Vader
Move
chair.
that 3D print.
Also,
we need
look
to see
at
the
look
Vader
at
chair.
the pillow and everything, man. That's got some crazy
Nice.
detail. That's Death Star stuff, isn't it?
Did you make that chair? Where'd you get that chair? You know, this is so fun. Total tangent.
Yeah.
We went to a wedding one time, and somebody brought the wedding present was a barbecue tank.
Yeah.
But it was painted to look like R2D2. Do you remember that?
Oh,
At
yeah,
Katie
yeah.
and David's wedding? Yeah, and it was painted to look just like R2D2. It was hilarious.
This gives me a good idea, Travis. We should take like toilet lid, like seat lids, and then engrave things on the back, like Vader. So it's like when you flip it up, you got like a little photo or something. you know?
Oh, yeah,
Gross.
this is freaking
Put Mario on it.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, oh no. So Artbox says that he did not make the chair. He bought it at Star Wars Celebration.
We need more details on the chair.
Yeah. They're like, is that a Darth Vader Adirondack chair? Yes, it is. This one time at wedding camp, it was kind of at a camp too. It was in the forest. Anyway, Travis, show this one.
Did
this
you
is
see this?
amazing.
Did you see this?
Steve
This is
Casino.
freaking
Did you see
amazing.
this? Alan, did you see this?
I don't think so.
Oh, this is so cool.
Dremel.
Oh, wait,
Have you
wait,
guys
hold
seen
on.
this?
Oh, wait, I
Dremel,
gotta
Dremel,
rewind it.
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
spoiler.
Spoiler
Okay, so
alert.
is this an actual cartridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he cuts it out,
All right.
and then he puts it.
This seems very. You know who does this kind of stuff? Is this guy?
Hold on, let me do this because I can't see it on the bottom. Okay, there we go.
There's this guy named Pyro Design that used to do really cool
I used to
stuff
do
like
stuff
this.
That's why I thought it was so
Now-
cool.
I know, it's
Now
like,
we have a guy
holy
named Steve
crap.
Casino to
Yeah.
do it for
Steve
us.
Casino, yeah.
Yes, this is freaking amazing. Here, I'll just skip to the end
Yeah,
so you
go
guys
ahead.
can see it.
Oh, dude, it's insane.
Get us busting out of there. Oh, he
That
got his
is-
nose out. He's got it. Yeah,
So cool.
it is
Yeah,
cool.
It's just freaking amazing.
Yeah.
I
That's
like it.
just like ridiculous.
I would hang that on my wall. Next to my Thanos sword.
3D printed llama says you should UV print toilet seats.
Yes, we should UV print on some toilets. Let's just do all the
Have you
media.
seen those ones that like
I'm gonna do a
are,
CNC
are like
engraves.
clear and then they have crap in? They have like dice in them. You've never
I
seen
don't
that?
think
stuff?
you want a clear toilet
Yes,
seat.
my grandparents used to have one. It was clear and it had like poker chips in it because
Yeah,
they were
they,
big
like-
in casinos.
It's like resin.
Yeah, it's like a resin seat, and then it had cards in it and poker chips and dice
I
and
guess I
stuff.
haven't seen those.
It's not. It's
They
kind of
put
weird.
like snakes and random
Yeah.
stuff in it. Like,
It's not awesome in the middle of the night. No good. No good at all.
No bueno.
He says he'd buy a Vader toilet seat.
Vader toilet. See, people will buy it.
Oh, this
Or
one's
the
good.
Death Star. It should look like the Death Star.
This is more dad jokes. What's with the dad jokes? Oh, cheese. What's he going to build next?
Dad jokes are awesome. That's what's up with
I cheddar at
them.
the thought. You better watch the Christmas
Cheddar at the
video.
thought. Where's Brian Vines when you look at this?
What was he doing?
He's got deviled
printer.
eggs.
No,
Wait, is
it's
that Easy
cracker.
Cheese?
It's Easy Cheese. It's an Easy Cheese printer.
Wait, we've seen this before.
We have?
Did he didn't invent this, did he? Because I swear I've seen somebody do an
Yeah, I
Easy
think
Cheese
I've
printer.
seen that.
He said, I really like spray cheese, then I automated it.
Maybe it was him.
Yeah. I mean, I think we've seen people just spraying cheese and saying, haha, 3D printing.
I'm pretty sure I saw an actual 3D printer that did Easy Cheese before. Maybe I dreamt it. But not to diminish this at all, Chris. I'm glad that you love Easy Cheese.
I feel like Easy Cheese is not what it used to be.
Well, it was never cheese.
Well, true. It freaks me out that you don't refrigerate it. It kind of freaks
Because
me out
it's
that,
not cheese.
It kind of freaks me out that you don't refrigerate Velveeta either.
Also not cheese.
So gross. So gross, but so good.
Cheese product.
Cheese product, yes. It's an automated squeezy cheese dispenser.
Okay.
This would be fun at parties.
Oh, yeah! With
I
Naomi's
love-
drink mixer
I
thingy.
love that it's got little like cracker holders. It's like a Ritz.
Oh, did it?
It's a
Oh, it
Ritz.
does.
It's
You're
like a
hecka
Ritz
funny.
jig.
So
Oh, okay, they are
move
saying
around.
somebody did it before.
Yeah.
Okay.
His is cooler.
You've never had Easy Cheese?
Who?
Ardoba.
You're not missing much, dude.
You're really not. It's
Except
really
probably-
salty and like
Cheesy.
it's literally
It's-
tastes like chemicals.
It's like remember the Lunchables with the spreading cheese that you would get the plastic stick and you would get, it was like, it's the same kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, handy snacks.
It was a Handy Snacks.
Yeah.
Wait, it would come in Lunchables too, wouldn't it? Or am I imagining that?
No, the cheese
Lunchables
that's in
is
lunch.
like the bolognas and the...
Yeah, and that's American
and
cheese.
American cheese. Okay,
Yeah.
so the...
No, handy snacks
Handy
is the one with the
Snacks.
red stick.
Right, and then they made
Yeah.
peanut butter ones.
Yeah,
and-
yeah. Now they have
yeah.
5 million different kinds
I
of
don't know,
those.
do they still have? They do?
Yeah.
Oh, like they're like Oreos now.
They
There's
put
like a
everything in
bajillion.
that
No,
one.
now
Yeah.
there's like little breadstick ones and cheese and Nutella and peanut butter and blah blah blah.
Hey,
blah.
for our next food tasting, we should seriously get all the Oreo flavors that there are now and go
They
through
don't have
those.
as many though here. I feel.
What
like.
are you talking about?
No,
There's
they
like
got a crap.
there's
ton.
a like have you
Is
seen?
there?
There's a Wikipedia page that has
Well,
like all the different
No, I
Oreo
know, but
flavors.
Sometimes
they
they
don't
release
offer 'em.
them.
Yeah, then
they go
and then
away.
they, like,
There
go
are
away.
special edition. But I'm gonna go on a limb and say that the carrot cake Oreos.
I haven't had it.
Ooh,
Are they
super
vanilla
good.
cookies? Because I don't like the
No,
chocolate.
they're graham
cookie
cracker.
ones.
They're graham
Oh, okay.
cracker.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
I'm down with that. I don't
And-
like regular Oreos.
And then we'll get his thing and we'll squirt ranch all over it.
Oh, on an Oreo.
Hey, you do that with Oreo and Oreo cream
Oh,
filling,
cream,
then
yeah.
you're on to something, Chris.
Or what
Work
about
on that.
just whipped cream? It's too thin.
Maybe it could. I mean, I'd eat it, but yeah, you're gonna get because when you get to the bottom, it's gonna start
Yeah,
all
that's
over the
true.
place.
That's true. Oh man.
What do we got here?
2 cans double fisted doesn't make it home from the store of Easy Cheese. Really? Gross. Gross. Oh, this is insane. Now, I don't know. I don't think this is 3D.
That's a human.
Yeah,
There's
I
a
know.
human in there.
This is not.
There's a
3D
human
printing.
inside that.
I know.
I've seen
I don't think
this
this is
evolve. I remember.
There might be some
Or-
3D
What is
might
this
be
cosplay,
involved,
though?
This is from Warcraft.
Oh, this is a Warcraft cosplay.
Yeah. But I just was amazed by this intense making. It is literally
Do
craziness.
wings fold down? How do you get through doorways? Do you just
I think
shuffle sideways?
I thought they were down. Or they look like they
No.
kind of collapse.
You have to go sideways. I don't know how you
Oh,
go.
I guess they don't collapse.
I really don't know how you go to the bathroom in that thing.
There's
No, I think
something
the
going
wings
on
come
there.
off.
I'm pretty sure that I saw an earlier iteration, and they do fan up and down. There's definitely some looks like some actuators on the back.
Even if they go down, how do you go to the bathroom? You can't. You can't.
You-
there it is.
oh, it
there
just
it
went
is.
down.
Wait for it. Even still, you're not getting through a door. But I mean,
Dude, that's insane though. Okay, this just and then look at the shoes because they're like Minotaur. She's like isn't that what it is? Half horse.
like hooves.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know that's not comfortable.
Being a minotaur?
Yeah.
Probably not. You think that she's actually elevated? Yeah, she
Yeah,
must
look at
be.
the heels.
Yeah.
Oh man.
They're like actually got an angle to
Yes.
Good lord, man, you're gonna be. So like, are they? Or do you think her toes are pointed like ballerina points?
Or like high heels.
Or is it just an optical illusion, like her foot's passing through it, but it kind of protrudes?
I don't know.
Because I don't think you'd be able to balance with it shoveled.
I mean, she
shoved that far
looks
forward.
kind of awkward. Well,
wanna talk
you
about
know, they do have high heels like this with no heel on the back, and it's like just such an extreme or like a specific angle to where you don't have to have the heel on the back.
It's like the Michael Jackson
but
lean.
yeah, you don't want to jack yourself
Criminal.
up and lean
And then
back
you're like,
by
"Ugh."
anything. Yeah, right.
Wow. I mean, as if it wasn't hard enough for women already to walk around.
Right.
in-
You're like,
in
here,
good
have no
shoes.
heels either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See,
heelless
Dual Dragon
heel.
says they're just heels without the back. They're also talking a lot about Easy Cheese and
sounds
saying
like a
that the Easy
terrible
Cheese
idea.
printer needs a cheese run out sensor.
Cheese run-out sensor.
And that it also
Good.
and also that Oreo needs to sell an Oreo variety pack. So you don't have to buy all the 5,000 packs of Oreos, although that's totally outside of their.
I would love that.
But when they meld,
They-
like the
the
flavor
flavor would
melds.
mix.
Because like think about
you
something
need
minty.
some sort of flavor separator.
Yeah,
They have to be
because-
individually
Okay, the
wrapped.
thing-
Oh, individually wrapped.
So there's the Oreo thin line, first of all.
Yeah.
So the thin mints are really good. The thicker mints and the double stuffed thick mints are pretty. The mint is pretty good across the board. But the cheese, the carrot cake. There's
Those
probably
are
a
good. I haven't
cheesecake
had
one.
those.
There's also red velvet.
Yeah,
I've seen the red velvet.
Yeah, that's pretty
Artbox says
solid.
that it's not heels, it's a type of stilt. And he said, don't ask me. It's super popular in the furry community.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
and it says that the back of the heel it's molded to look like it's further back than it is. So her foot is just down. It's probably like a platform, but her foot's flat.
What's happening with this print here, Brandon?
Brendan was saying this was shared. Gosh, freaking Ari, what is she doing?
I mean, it's under magnification,
like a
but it still
tire.
looks a little.
Is that
looks
a-
pretty
yeah,
rough.
it's a tire.
Oh.
It's a tire printed with like a
Is it
Philiplex or
TPU?
whatever. But it's more about the tool changer is what the
I was just wondering
tweet
why
was about.
the print looks so bad, and I'm wondering if that's TPU or something, because it's really.
Well, I mean, if
and
it's a tire, you probably would use
and-
like it says TPU.
Yeah, okay, so that explains. Yeah, and it's under extruded, and yeah. Just read. TPU is under without reslicing. It's hard to adhere stuff. Stick 0.3 millimeters. Yeah, that's. I mean, TPU is hard to print to start. 92A TPU is pretty like stiff, so I think you'd be better, but you got to go slow. Slow. Huh. I want to see some more tool changer stuff. Though.
Yeah, that's what they were basically talking about, the tool changer. I don't really know much about that. We need to have them on.
It's interesting. So the tool changer was like just made like you can actually purchase it now. I think it was like last week because it'd been in beta for a long time, and like I said, it's cool because we've got more and more multi-material options now. If you're into lithophane printing or whatever, but obviously this is a much heavier-handed mode. The tool changer would really shine for something like this, where you're changing actual materials though too.
Okay, he says they're carbon fiber spikes, TPU tire,
Yeah.
and PETG hub.
Yeah.
It's a lot of mixing of materials. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get good adhesion between materials. So, like, I think we're going to see a lot more commentary on how the bonding between
Yeah,
and
between the
what that
materials.
interface layer is like too. Because I think it's going to kind of have to change. You know, like the palette guy, the mosaic guys are all too familiar with when you're slicing something for multicolor or multi-material. It's not just about coming up where the visible color is. You need to embed it in the print so that when you're printing, you're not just having it fall off. It needs to blend with the rest of the print. So anyway, the tool changer is awesome. It's expensive and stuff, but it's nice because you don't have to worry about the purge block in the same fashion, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
potentially less.
Chris
Lot
Lane
less
says
waste.
more tool changer compatible printers coming up. Wink, wink, wink.
Yep. Yeah, I think ERF is going to be an interesting time for some new releases.
Freaking Arf. Yeah. This one. It should have been in the follow-up. Did we see? We didn't see this one last time. We've seen a lit up one, right?
No, it was like the alien thing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Isn't
I haven't
this
seen like
nuts?
the
Sweet.
actual. Yeah, it's coming out of the mouth and the back. That's freaking badass.
Yeah.
It looks like it's painted too. Like
I don't think so. Is that the
No, I
is
think
that the
it's
Alpha
just-
Bronze?
I don't.
Joel did an awesome one
I
in
can't
Alpha
really
Bronze
tell.
that was
I was like, how would you get that? Like,
well, I think it's the depth of the texture like on
Yeah.
that model.
that it looks different because it does kind of look grayish, like it's been brushed or something, or like a foam brush went over it. I don't know. I can't tell. Whose is it?
Is that
Scroll
Uncle
up.
Jesse's
No,
or is he
it's
sharing
not
it?
Uncle Jesse's.
What is it?
Close.
Willow.
Willow, yeah.
Just amount of chaos Kotak. Just hollowed it out. Put a LED strip.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome.
STL.
People are so cool. People quit being cool.
People are cool.
Yeah, man.
I like.
Nice. Very nice.
How
Okay,
we
what's
doing?
next? What's next?
Heliox.
Heliox. Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is a cool thing. Not that. Scroll up.
Stop yelling at
Not
me!
that. That's not cool.
No, that's not cool. So she
What
did.
is that?
That was a GIF.
No, I know it's a GIF.
She did a. This is like.
Wait, you were watching this?
Jeff.
Yeah, I was
earlier.
watching it earlier. She did a practical print for organizing your medicine cabinet.
Wait, who?
It's
Heliox.
yeah.
No, that's
The
your
whole
share.
video is in French though. No, it's
Okay.
hers. It's her video.
Okay.
But if you go to the
Wait, who
video,
Ketchup did? Somebody else did. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, there's all these little holders.
yeah,
and,
that's
like,
basically. She shows
the-
how you did it, how she made it.
It's always
and all this
interesting
stuff.
to
And
get a
all the
look
little
into
things.
somebody else's medicine cabinet, right?
Yeah, right. It's very neat.
I mean, it's cool because like the items that you use a lot, like completely custom things, like
Well, yeah, and it's easy to like,
Yeah,
pull
pull it
out
out,
and
yeah.
whatever. We need that. Have you seen our medicine cabinet? Have you looked inside of our medicine cabinet?
Of course I
down
have.
there?
You go to somebody's house, the first thing you do is you go in the bathroom and you look at the medicine cabinet.
It's frightening in there.
Yeah.
Stuff probably falls out at you.
Yeah.
It's
Probably.
pretty gross. Actually, I think because people do that, it would be just hilarious to just put like all kinds of ridiculous stuff.
Yeah.
So
And you're like a severed finger.
Travis's uncle
Yeah.
used to have this cabinet in their bathroom, in their guest
Oh,
bathroom,
God, yeah, that's great.
and it was like the type of cabinet because you're in the bathroom. It's like literally you're sitting on the toilet, the cabinet's right there, and so you're like, let me open this cabinet.
It's like the snake in the can.
No, it was like a dead body. It was like a giant mannequin body,
like
and
that
it was all dressed like
scary
creepy.
face thing.
Yeah. And so you open it, and,
And you
that's
would know.
what's speaking
You
out
would
at you.
totally
Screaming,
know.
yeah.
That's fantastic. I love it.
So that's definitely reminds me of
What
that.
is this?
Oh, isn't this so freaking cool?
Oh, it's a dragon.
Friggin'
It's
awesome.
from How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
It's animatronics.
What's his name?
I can't remember.
Toothless.
Yes,
Toothless.
Toothless.
It's got
And
like
then-
steam and stuff coming out of
Yeah,
it.
and lights up
That's
and stuff.
awesome.
Yeah, that's
Is Jim
freaking
Scuba
insane.
aware of this?
Yeah, I know. No, this isn't Jim Scuba. Scroll
I know.
up. Who's is
the
this?
other people do animatronics
No, I know.
too.
Oh, Little Jim. And then they're gonna put a video on the channel, on
Cool.
their channel of
Good
how
job, Little
how
Jim.
they did that. Yeah,
Little
that's pretty.
Jim?
Little Jim.
Little.
Yeah, that's amazing. Like, what did they?
I don't know if it's 3D printed. I don't know.
I mean, that's a lot of like smooth detail.
Looks foamy.
Yeah, something. Maybe it's like a modified toy
Here's
or
pop
something.
up.
It says animatronic prop.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
but
you
they
mean it
could've
was maybe a toy
modified
that
it,
they
yeah.
hollowed out or
Who
something?
knows?
Yeah, it's so freaking cute.
Kind of looks like a bobblehead at first.
I tagged Shay. Shay loves dragons. So I was like, you need this. Yes, everyone's like, I need this in my life.
STL.
It's so
STL.
It's so cute.
STL, bro.
Yeah, it's very cute. What's next? Oh, speaking of 3D Tanny, 3D Tanny, you have a new logo, but not on here.
Tanny is so
Oh,
excited about Toothless.
I know.
He's the fixer now.
Oh, he's the fixer.
The printer fixer.
Printer fixer.
Fixer upper. That printer is in bad need of fixing. It is literally
like
split in
split in
half.
half.
Yeah.
Do you split
Aw.
broken in half printers, Danny?
Oh, that's sad.
Some jagged edges.
No good. No good.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad you're still here, so that's good. What's next?
Under new management. Under new
Under
Twitter
Yeah.
handles.
I couldn't watch. Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
gears.
This is a 3D printed ice cream maker.
Oh, yes.
That's what we need for our ice cream. No,
You
I
know
guess our ice
what?
cream maker has that.
So Allie is a huge fan of butterbrickle ice cream, but you can't find it. Like, it's very rare. And I'm not
I've
talking
never
about
even heard
butter
of that.
pecan. I'm talking about butterbrickle.
I've never heard of that.
It's really good. It's like toffee based.
okay.
but
What
it's-
are you
it's
laughing
rare.
I was
about?
just laughing at the filming because every time.
But we
they
should
go
figure out how to
around,
make
they're
our
going
own.
Up with the camera, like, and then going back.
Yeah, because the handle's in the way of the camera. yeah.
Sorry, that's fine.
Move the camera! Move the camera! All right, move the camera! Look out!
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So what? So why don't you make your own?
That's what I was just saying. I said this could be a good way to go about making your own because it's not a common ice cream flavor.
So does it have
safe.
like butter?
It's like a toffee.
Okay.
Is the brickle, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope like
it's not.
Yeah, hopefully it's
bars
food
that go
safe.
inside the thing are
Yeah,
silicone
not like
coated or something.
not like just PLA.
Bah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
The first time
The
you
ice
use
cream, the freezing kills it anyway. Kills the bad things.
it just freezes them.
It
and
kills
then
toxins. It kills
and
bacteria.
they come back alive in your stomach.
Oh,
Yeah.
Matt says when you come to Earth, drive 30 minutes north. You can find all the butter brickle you want. Ali's coming too.
It's an East Coast fave.
Is that why?
But
Oh,
also,
I love
it's
butter
also an
pecan.
old soul fave.
That's an old people thing.
The people that like Werther's originals in their pockets
Werther's.
love butter brickle ice cream.
It.
30,
Butter pecan is my favorite.
30 minutes north of that, you get all the butter brickle you want. So like what? Go to like Ocean City or something.
I was just looking because how far is Washington D.C. from there? Because that
it's
I was
south.
looking at that airport.
It's probably more than an hour.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like from Baltimore, it's like 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
And then from Philadelphia, it's like 60 minutes, right?
Yeah, it's a little south. But anyway, it's in the northern part of Maryland, so
Yeah.
to get to DC, you got to go south. So Matt could comment. It's probably like I'm gonna go hour 20, hour 30. I don't know. If you get on the train, it might be faster.
Gotcha. Well, this was cool. So this is, you're probably going to have to go through the videos. I think it's kind of long, but it's a fountain pen made using a resin printer. And then they literally make all the components. He sands it down
A little
and
micro lathe.
then has the components in it and everything. And then I don't remember how he puts it has like a little...
Just a little baby lathe. Clean. Got to keep your workspace tidy.
I know, right?
What was that? He threw down some like baby
Cleaner.
powder?
No, it was like cleaner.
It's like spray stuff.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
spray. It was spray. It's like a foaming spray.
So cool.
Okay, what are we looking at here?
Fancy.
It's super fancy.
Oh wow, jeez.
No, wait till he opens it. Look, how cool is that?
So
that's
it's
all made out of resin. Mhm.
Okay.
And then he
That's
shaped it and stuff.
Evan and Caitlin would love that. They're huge on resin.
That is
Okay, so
cool.
it's 3D printed resin
Yeah.
and then lathed. Look at that.
They're saying it's an hour and a half from DC.
A little bit. Yeah, see? Hour and a half.
Boo, 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 boo. Yeah, that's cool. Can you write with a fountain pen?
Not well, but yeah, sure.
Can you?
I mean, it's a pen.
You can't write fancy though.
Dip, dip.
Oh, is this the last one?
This is the last one.
Actually, I don't think you have to dip a fountain pen.
No, you don't.
just gotta not.
It's not a
leak
quill.
Ink. Yeah. 3D printed quill. That's my speed.
That's more your speed. Travis, show it.
This is awesome. So this
Ooh, is Gizmo?
yeah, this
Yes.
was done on the
Moai.
Moai, like with obviously.
Is it
Not with
it's a
the
Moai
hair.
Mogwai? It's a
Yes.
Moai Mogwai.
It's not the
Yeah,
hair. Oh look! Oh, I didn't know it showed the
Yeah, it has
pieces.
all the-
Nice.
Moai Mogwai.
That's ridiculous.
Is it tagged that way? Because it should be.
No.
No.
Oh, look at the eyeballs. Creepy.
I have a good friend that I go camping with every year, my college buddy group, and his nickname is Mogwai because he's really cute until you get him wet in terms of like if he starts drinking and then he turns into a
then it's
freaking
bad.
gremlin.
Yeah, that's bad.
So he's Mogwai.
Yeah, that was done on a
Yeah.
on a Moai, so that's pretty freaking awesome.
That's insane, man.
I
That's
don't-
like
how do they add like all that?
that
fur
looks
and
like
stuff? That looks like
that
a
looks
lot
like a
of
It's done
real
by
looks like a
hand.
real Mogwai. You know,
Yeah, they
it's
do
like
it
so
by
realistic.
hand. Like with think about like how they make animatronic. Like they do it all
Yeah,
with
that's
little.
yeah. Look, you can
He's
see the
so
stuff over here. Like, oh,
sad. He's a sad Mogwai. Tanny, what do you think of that one, man? He likes toothless.
He
Does
said
like,
it's creeping
He says
me
the
out.
face is creeping him out.
this part when the face is off. That's how you take your face off of a Mogwai.
Ah, face off.
Oh, hey, wait, that's a different. Oh no, that is the same face. It just doesn't have any fur on it.
Yeah.
It's like, why am I so
Frowny
confused?
face.
Creepy.
Awesome.
If you find the picture of
Need
the
the
ears,
eyeballs?
it said
Ooh.
find the picture of the ears. It looks like real skin.
That's the ears.
No, that's
Made from real
Those are the
Mogwai.
ears.
that is the
real
ears. That looks
Mogwai
like
skin.
not ears, but anyway.
If you flip them over, it's ears.
Okay. Don't feed them after midnight.
Don't get them wet. Don't feed them after midnight.
After
Very cool.
midnight in what country?
Time zone,
In
yeah.
what time zone?
It's always midnight.
Whatever time zone they're in. Local time.
Sure. We don't have any news.
magic time.
Okay, so what news do you have? Look, we literally have no news. We have no Wanna Know More.
You
we have
didn't
no
ask
practical
me before.
prints,
I have tons
and
of
we
news.
have no
It's so much
shout-outs.
news.
It's not your turn. It's Travis's turn.
Yeah, but you said we have no news. I was just commenting
Travis, do you
on
have
that.
any news?
Let him go first because I gotta think about it.
You gotta think about what's news. It must be amazing news if
It
it's
must
just
be.
coming to mind.
What's your news?
I was telling you earlier, like I've had this initiative over the last week to like bust out a bunch of the old printers that I've had do some printer maintenance that has been grossly overdone. And so I this week I got the old big box out, which was a short-lived project by our good folks over at E3D, and I love that printer and I did a lot of printing with it, but I made the mistake of modding the heck out of it right out of the gate. And so while it did some awesome stuff, it was never fully reliable. And so yesterday I just kind of spent the day like returning it to stock and just to try to see like what the original state of the printer was. And I'd forgotten just how much I really love, tinkering and building printers and stuff like that too.
The
So
one
I'm
with
like
the
glad.
wood like this?
Yep. It's exactly. I didn't get the acrylic one. I did the
Yeah, I
the one
remember
that was
seeing
in-
that.
I
at
remember
your
seeing
house,
that printer
yeah.
at your house.
Yeah, so I originally got it because I wanted a dual extrusion and I never actually
Used
did
it?
dual extrusion. I mean,
Yeah.
I tried, but it was like having a hard time getting it working right. And it's crazy to think about how far things have come. I mean,
Since
it's
then.
still a great printer and stuff, but there's definitely low-hanging fruit in terms of like what I would do. Like it's still a glass bed. I'd probably put a flex plate on it and some stuff like that, but and then it could definitely use some love on the firmware. There's a couple people that have been tweaking, like putting the more current Marlin on it and stuff like that. But it's tough because it's anytime I'm working on a printer, I'm like, I should just upgrade this or upgrade, and then I fall back into this pit where it's like you potentially lose reliability. It just depends on what you're doing. So anyway, that was good. So my next one's going to be working on my Alpha, the giant Delta printer that I had, and that one I'm going to do some different upgrades to. I think I'm going to do a mosquito on that.
It always feels awesome to bring a printer back to life. Like I've had one sitting there for like a year or something, and then all of a sudden I just like get the bug up my.
There was a layer of dust on it that was this thick, and I felt terrible because it's like I've got, and maybe that's a sign this guy got too many.
You got too many
and
printers,
stuff.
yeah.
But each one of them I like, can have a different thing on it, and it is kind of nice. The way I would use the dual is like I'd have a Volcano on one and a regular V6 with a small nozzle, and so it's like I could quickly, if I needed to do a detailed print, if I needed to do a large print, that was kind of a good, different compromise and stuff like that. So anyway, that's been a fun project, bringing old stuff back to life.
It's good stuff.
What do you got?
Yeah, I mean not much. I've been working with the palette too a little bit, trying to get some prints going. I have some problems with the pings and stuff that I'm working with right now.
That's what I heard it this morning. It was like bing.
You're not
bing,
getting.
bing.
It's not. They
No,
don't actually make ping noises.
Well, it makes.
That does. It makes a beeping noise.
But that's not what a
Yeah,
ping is on a
yeah.
palette.
It's not what that means because it did it and then it stopped.
No,
and
the
then it did
ping.
it
The
again.
ping is
Pings
kind
is
of
like-
how
No, I mean
the
I
printer
know what the
communicates.
ping is, but I
okay.
thought that the noise
No,
was.
it
That's
doesn't
just like
actually
a cutting
Gotcha.
and making.
Oh, okay.
There's pings and pongs.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
Yeah, but I mean it's easy. It's stuff that I know how to fix. I just need to mess with it and. Yeah. That's the thing. I'm like in the middle of like so many projects right now. I've been also messing with. I just recently got the Medium software. Remember that we were messing with at last year's Bay Area Maker Faire on the VR.
Yeah.
Did
He
I even
got
tell
that
you
software.
Briefly, but okay. So you've been messing with it.
I got an Oculus, the Quest.
Yeah.
It's like the standalone VR, but you can run. There's ways to run actual PC VR software on it. So I got the Medium software, and that's like basically ZBrush in VR. So it's like amazing to like go in there and be able to like actually mold with your hands.
That wasn't the software we checked out at Bay Area 2 years ago, though, was it?
Yeah.
It was the same.
Yeah.
It was called Medium.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's freaking amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, so you've been messing with that.
Yeah.
And the light box and taking lots of pictures.
Yeah, taking pictures in the light box. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I just haven't really had anything to show. So.
Yeah, see, I don't generally do a lot of organic modeling, but I gotta say, like, that is such a cool way to do it because it's so immersive, and it's probably the closest thing to like physically sculpting.
Yeah, it
that you
is.
might get.
It's freaking crazy. And like, I got like 10 minutes to mess with it at Maker Faire, and it was amazing. But then like, having it to myself to like actually like play with and like actually dive into is freaking awesome.
So what's the software that most people like Tessa and Garrett are using now?
They use it like ZBrush.
ZBrush.
Yeah.
And then are there ways to integrate a VR experience with that to
With ZBrush?
Yeah, I feel
mean,
like I've seen plugins or
they haven't
adaptation.
come up with anything yet, but like I mean, Medium is basically ZBrush equivalent to like the VR world. I mean, it does pretty much like a lot of the stuff that ZBrush does. Medium will do. So.
Yeah, they're talking about it, making 3D models with it. You can make 3D models with it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the plan. It's really just immersive, and it takes you, you know, you're not just staring at a screen. You're just like in the world. So you like, you know, you feel like you can stay in there and just model it.
Can you take existing models and import them in? So could you like put a benchy in and then like actually get inside the benchy and like pretend you're driving the benchy?
If you want to, yeah. Because that's
Can
the
you
awesome
take
thing.
screen grabs of that? I want to see it.
That's the awesome thing. You can make. I mean, you can drag something really small and then you can
or
stretch
big.
it out
Right,
like
and actually you probably can appreciate a lot of detail. Like, what's the little rook that's the common resin print that has the stairs in it and stuff like that?
Yeah, that
like,
would be cool.
I would put
to
that
see
in there and
inside
then
of
like
that,
look like you're walking
it
up the
makes
stairs.
it really easy to like get in depth with something and like actually do that detail and stuff, like because you know you can stretch it and be inside of it and like just like paint the walls or like do whatever you want. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So when you do that, is there? Can you change camera views so there's like a third person view? And do you have an avatar so it looks like you're actually interacting?
No, you have your hands.
Yeah,
There's
I mean
no
you have
avatar.
your arms.
You just see your
you
arms.
see your arms.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just move around freely, walk around it, do anything. Yeah.
It's very
Freaking
cool.
Crazy.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Heather, what
that's
you been doing?
Nothing.
Back to school stuff?
Back to school stuff, Repbox stuff,
Yep.
Etsy stuff.
Yep. We're gonna
Working.
Got to get geared. We're getting geared up for Earth because
Yeah.
we're taking pre-orders for that. We talked to Sean before the show and bring a bunch of those and hopefully some new stuff to show off and
Yes.
making some headway on some things, making some moves.
But concentrating on school just started and getting in the groove. Yeah, somebody's supposed to be asleep right now, not playing Roblox. I can hear her.
You got a new car? You didn't tell anybody about that?
We posted
about it.
Yeah, that's exciting news. We haven't talked about it since it happened.
We got 2 new cars.
electric.
Wow. But look at you guys.
Hardly.
2 electric cars for the
Hardly.
Womax.
Hardly. If the gas that I paid commuting didn't pay for my car payment, then we wouldn't have done it. So, because mine's all electric. Travis's is hybrid
Yeah, you have a Spark.
or
right?
plug-in electric.
Yeah.
I have a Spark.
A BEV, a battery electric vehicle.
Yeah, mine's a Spark EV and his is a Volt.
The Volt with the V.
Mm-hmm.
So
They're matching.
you can road trip in Travis's car.
Yes.
And yours is just a little commuter car.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I drive back and forth. And that's
Good
it.
for you guys. That's awesome.
Yeah.
To be stewards to the world.
We should do some kind of giveaway. I feel like
What are we gonna give away?
I don't know. I can give away something that's like.
How about a zombie sign that sits on the stairs for
something that's
for 3
UV
months?
printed? I will not let it sit on the stairs.
We should totally UV print something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Like what?
So people can see it. I don't know, some cool sign that's out of your Etsy shop or something.
yeah, we'll do something. Let's just give away.
Let's give away something.
Because
There's so many people
we
here.
haven't had a sponsors like we.
And
We fell off the sponsor wagon.
Well, and we haven't been actively pursuing. So it's
Sponsoring.
kind of
Sean's
it's kind of
already
a real
doing winner.
I
Well, that's easy.
All right, the giveaway's
That's
done.
easy. We're totally clipping now.
won! Yeah.
Red.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
That's
Artbox.
hilarious, Sean.
It's well, we bought ours used. Don't act like we bought ours.
I love that you won.
That's the best, right?
Oh, Shay, you have that too. That's the same.
Do you
thing
really?
that
Greg has that.
has. Yeah, Greg the Great.
Did you? Yeah. Did you have to have surgery for it? That's crazy. How did you come up with what?
Keratoconus?
Is that your news?
Nah.
No.
Keratoconus.
What?
Is that how you say it?
No.
How do you say keratoconus?
I don't think that's how you say it.
Give away a How I Do It shirt. Matt, you want to give away a shirt, Matt?
Matt just said this is now sponsored by How I Do It.
All right, we're gonna give away a shirt and we're gonna give away a sign.
Okay.
Like
BB
a real shirt?
Well,
Because
UV printed sign, yes.
Yes, a shirt.
like a belly. Matt, do you have a belly shirt?
Oh, you
like
don't.
a crop top.
You don't qualify for it because of that. Gotcha. Okay, making sign. Got it. Makes sense. Did you see the cool sign? Oh, I should have posted that. I should have community ketchup that. My cool sign I made for Mrs. Brown
Oh yeah, you didn't do
for
that.
Ari's teacher.
Like a good bottle of Stare wine. Stare
It's
wine.
well aged.
I'll age it on the stairs for whoever wins.
Keratoconus.
Did I put it on Instagram?
Keratoconus.
No, I did.
Pointy
Oh.
eye
I put it on
syndrome.
Twitter, too.
Okay.
You put mine on there?
No, I didn't.
Go to my Twitter.
Boy, we're really just dragging.
I know.
So
Sorry.
start doing the giveaway thing.
Oh, we're just doing it through the thing. We'll just do I winner.
Well,
Yeah,
Sean can
So
do
Sean
it.
you
can
won
do it.
already. It's
I know,
easy.
I already won.
Shipping is simple.
Okay, so the first one's going to be for Matt's shirt.
Oh, Shenanigans says
and
he'll give away a
Shenanigans gonna
ketchup
get a
shirt.
shirt.
Oh,
Nice.
now I get 2 shirts.
Oh, no sleeves. Sleeveless.
Woo! No
Sleeveless
sleeves.
how I do it. How I do it is sleeveless. That's how I do it. That's bold, man.
That is the stuff. Okay, so do it.
I mean, it would ruin my farmer tan.
Sean, do I winner. Are you trying to show my sign?
It's an exclamation
Exclamation.
point.
Oh, exclamation point winner. What are you doing?
Oh, we should have community ketchup this.
No, that's terrible. Did you see
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Oh, that's so
This is-
terrible.
That's how you make a
This is Heather's
Bruce
Brews.
upgrade.
And I just saw this.
Is that Smash Brothers? Yeah, it's a sma-
It's
it's
a
a
Stussy thing.
Oh, it's a
from like
Stussy-
back when we used
It's
to
a
draw
Smash
that in high
Brothers.
school.
Yeah, the Stussy logo.
Yes. Although, interesting fact, was never the Stussy logo.
Yeah. Did you
I
look
did
it up?
history on it. Yeah, I looked up history
Just
on
the
it.
Stussy
It
S.
never did that.
Oh, I think,
it
yeah,
never
people-
was
they
the
said they were
Stussy
drawing it
logo.
before. I
They
saw
were drawing it
something about
before
that.
that. So it looks like Shea Street won. Which thing? Should
Oh,
it
this
be
is
Matt's
winning with us.
shirt? I
Everything.
know.
Winner,
I know.
winner. Chicken dinner.
Hold on. So we'll say that Matt. Wait. Oh wait.
my
No,
gosh,
I
calm
messed
down.
up.
Slow down with the winning. We don't even know what we're giving away yet. Okay, you're giving away an NLT. Apparently, you know what? They're doing it themselves. Apparently.
I know. I'm like,
No, you
what's
guys,
happening?
You guys go ahead and take care of the giveaway. That's fantastic. Thank you.
Shay won a shirt from Matt. You're giving away an NLTMW shirt. Oh, okay. It was really hot and humid today. What does that have in it? Gross. Your current shirt? No, we're not giving away your current shirt. That's disgusting.
Ooh.
Did you find it?
Nah, I can't find it.
You passed it.
No.
Why don't you just go to media? You're on top.
That would be too easy.
Oh my
Yeah,
gracious.
caffeine's wearing
Oh
off.
my god. Okay, wait. Oh, Matt wants to see if he can draw a winner now. Try it. Try it. Oh, I gave blood.
I think. Oh, crunch. Yeah! Exclamation crunch.
You didn't post it.
I did.
Oh, God, it's
Oh.
camping.
I don't know. I thought I did.
I mean, it makes sense if so. Whoever did the last winner, if that was Matt's, then that
It was
could be
on
it. Or the
Instagram.
Shenanigans. Doing a
Shenanigans
ketchup
did
shirt.
that one. I'm waiting. Matt said he was going to do it. He's not doing it.
crunch.
We should work on some ketchup merch for
Earth.
We should do a lot of ketchup things. that
Yeah, we
don't.
should do a lot of ketchup things that we don't. Okay. Oh, wait. Here, Matt's trying to do it. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it wants to work today. Autobotics. You
Nice.
won. Woo, 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 woo.
No, you cannot give away your underwear.
Gross. So you won Sean's shirt, not the shirt he's currently wearing.
You know-
you won a ketchup shirt from
You know what you should
Sean.
give away, Sean, is that comb that you licked that you said
Oh yeah.
That's a famous
Gross. He should send that to us.
That's. I don't want that. That's
No, I
stuff.
don't either. That's the stuff.
He
That's
needs
right.
to have it. It's his beard comb.
Okay, so does he want the sign or do you want the shirt?
for Autobot.
Yes. Artobotics, you have to say.
Autobotics.
We didn't
Are
give
we saying that
Shay a choice. Oh well.
Art robotics.
Okay, he's
Some
not
Cranch. We have a half-eaten bottle of Cranch.
listening. You're not saying what you want though.
It's
You get to
'cause
call
it's
your
like
prize?
10
Well-
minutes behind, remember?
Or Sean's underpants. Gross. Oh my gosh.
So did we give away 2 prizes?
Answer. We're giving away 3 apparently.
Boxers
2
of
shirts.
briefs, Sean. Boxers
2
of
shirts
briefs.
and a sign. Okay, Artobotics wants a sign,
Okay.
so we're gonna do one more winner. This is for a ketchup shirt. If I win again, I'm winning
Okay.
because I want it.
You want the ketchup shirt?
So I'm gonna do it. Exclamation winner.
Yep.
Let's see if it'll work.
You're not a mod, though.
I am a God. Rude.
Oh, that's fun. Rude.
Okay, Autobotics, we'll get you a sign. We'll figure it out. And the winner is
should've-
Autobotics won again.
Double winner.
You can't win again. That's
Double
not nice.
rainbow.
Okay, I'm doing it one more time.
We should have hit Jason up for some sort of cool Preuss print.
I know we should have.
That would have been
That would have been
righteous giveaway.
He said that he was gonna.
He said he would
sponsor
do
at
that.
one point, so we might get him to sponsor.
I
something.
do like maybe a colored lithophane of your choosing or something.
Sean said it was a trick. He's not wearing underwear.
See, that's yeah.
Is it because I didn't do a capital W?
You spammed it, so it doesn't like you.
Oh, it did?
No, I don't know.
Oh. You do it then.
I'm trying.
Do a capital W because my lowercase w didn't work. This is like the longest giveaway ever.
That's how it always is.
We're not.
You guys just don't remember.
Holy macaroni. Oh, here we go. RC Maniac 25.
RC
Maniac 25. Where are you at? RC Maniac 25.
Are there a lot
Oh!
of
Nice.
a lot of RC maniacs?
That's a lot of exclamation points. So you
4.
wait. No, wait. Who's doing more?
Stop it, Sean.
Stop it.
Nobody
No,
else is
no,
winning.
nobody else is
We're
winning.
done. We're done with
We're done.
winners.
Yeah, sorry. No.
No. Oh, it's just
No.
Matt, anyways.
I know, Matt. Stop.
Okay, settle down. It's gonna be okay. We control.
No, it's saying it's just Matt that wins, but he's giving away stuff, so he can't win anyways.
No, because the Michael Castle
We're done.
won.
We're done. I need to go home. I'm calling the show.
Yeah, it was RC
Done with
Maniac,
this.
RC Maniac, Autobotics, and who was the first person? I don't remember the first person.
Heather was the first person.
No, who was it? Now I already forgot.
I'm going
Matt.
with that.
Whoever Matt said.
Yeah, I know.
It was
Shay.
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 It was Shay.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
I forget
Autobotics,
shit.
RC Maniac.
Okay, got it. We
3
got it.
winners.
Do
We're
we?
good.
You guys are getting awesome stuff.
And we're going.
We're
Thanks
gonna
for
get
catching up.
off of the thing because
We
you
are
guys.
caught up.
We are
Thank
caught
you
up.
for catching up with us. Until next fortnight. What's the date of that? It's
Oh,
today plus 14.
today
It's
plus
Wednesday.
14. It
Well,
is the 4th.
The 4th of September. Jeez, we're getting into September.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy?
Woo!
So just message on the Community Ketchup Twitter, and we'll get your prizes sent out to you.
Thank you for joining us, everybody. Until we see you next time, please send us more hashtags so that we can all see all the awesome that's out
Yes.
there and do collaborations and innovate and all that stuff. So we love bringing this stuff to you. I hope you guys love being here. You keep coming back, so we must be doing something.
Thanks.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks.
Play us out, Sean.
Don't call me girly.
Sending it tomorrow. We're sending
That's the stuff.
That's the stuff.
That's the stuff.
Good night, everybody.
That's the stuff.
Wait, I gotta stop it. Hold on. I always forget. I gotta go to the page to stop it. Keep that. Stop. Bye.